Welcome to Anxiety Pool.
The Fitness Gram Pacer Test
is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues.
What's up, boys? Episode 2.
How's it going, guys? It's Nick,
Hey, it's
the
Mason.
gamer.
What's up, man?
You fucking interrupt me?
Oh, sorry, boss. Hey, sorry, boss.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I love you for a reason.
Oh.
It's your body, your physical form.
Oh, hey. How was your week, buddy?
Well.
Uh-oh.
I'm almost done with my first prescription.
Oh,
Probably
no.
gonna up it because it's not working.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you want to go into it. What do you?
It's Prozac for my demonic thoughts.
Okay. Yeah. See, I've never taken any sort of medication for mental health. So I don't know.
Thought I'd at least try it.
Would you consider Adderall? I guess you would consider. I guess I'd consider Adderall and Vyvanse like mental medication. You know, it's meant to help focus you.
Isn't like anything in the mental pool still like classified as a disability? I can't remember.
Like a proper disability?
I don't think to go as far as like getting like a handicap tag or something
Right.
like that, but you can like classify it as a disability if you want to.
I guess they did describe ADHD as a learning disability.
Exactly.
So yeah, you're probably right. I don't know. Would you consider depression a mental disability?
Yes. It affects you. It's
yeah.
I feel like any disability should be something that it disables you. It affects the way you function.
Yeah, I understand that.
I mean, that's my definition. That's my thing on it. I mean, I wouldn't say, I'm outrageously depressed. Like, there's some people that drop way below that bar, and they've got it way worse than I do. But it's just the way I think about things sometimes. It's really negative. We kind of touched on it last time, but it's not that big of a deal, man. We got the meds, we got therapy, we got liquor, weed.
We got the goods.
we got
the
everything,
goods.
man.
Everything
Can I talk about that on here?
What? Yeah, of course. No holding back on stuff like that.
Oh yes, the clean fuckery. Nothing in between, man.
Sure, that's right. Drugs and alcohol all day. Well, we talked about this last week, but alcohol not so much anymore.
Yeah.
As of late.
It's still affecting me the same way. Just that that uncomfortable feeling. Other than that, man, how was your week?
Oh, good, man. Yeah, it was all right. The weather's nice out now. It's getting nice and crisp at night. Yeah.
Last night it was 50 degrees. Thank God I got to wear pants and a hoodie.
Yeah, I put on my hoodie, but man, I still wear those gym shorts. And I was not expecting to come outside and it be 50 fucking degrees out.
And you ride with your windows down.
Yeah. Well, I crack them now. Well, actually, now that I actually wear the hoodie and the beanie, it's not too bad. I love driving in cold weather. Cold air. Cold air is denser than warm air. So your car actually makes more power.
Dude, big science.
More power, baby.
More power. You need more stickers, man, for all that horsepower.
Fuck no, man. I like to keep my shit clean. I don't want any stickers. I mean, I got
fucking with you, man.
Well, I have been thinking about it. Truth be told, maybe
just a couple.
Yeah, you know how I got the Cobb sticker on the back, like right above the.
I did notice that one.
Yeah, so maybe I'll just put like the classic white stickers, in a pillar going up, not too far up, but just enough to have a couple stickers over there.
Yeah, a nice World War II sniper scope crosshair.
No, no.
Sorry.
No, just more like Perrin or Grimspeed, because they usually will send you a sticker or two when you buy a product from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I think that'd look nice.
Yeah. She's been giving me trouble lately. Did I ever tell you what I named her? I finally named her.
You named your vehicle?
Yeah. You know, when you
Okay.
have a nice car, you got to give it a name.
I was a little confused because you were like, she's being difficult, and I was like, I'm sorry. Is there something that transpired in this past week?
I did not have sexual relations with my vehicle.
Damn.
But no, I named it Faith. I thought that's a good one. Because every time you floor that flat four, you got to have some, right? Doesn't
That's fair.
detonate.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, but no, it has been giving me trouble. The damn power steering pump still has a leak in it somewhere, and I don't know if the pump's bad or what. So I'll either gotta drop it off to the mechanic and have him figure it out, or maybe I'll fuck around with it. But that means I'll have to buy a bunch of power steering fluid and fill it up and let it idle and see where it's dripping, and it's like
Seems
a
like a
whole
lot of work,
afternoon.
man.
Yeah, absolutely.
A whole afternoon or $1,200?
So the pump itself is gonna be like 150 to 170. And Colin, the mechanic, wants to charge me 500. You know, which is almost a fair estimate considering he's got to remove the intake manifold and the intake and, you know, like most of the front of the car, remove the belts and whatnot. So
You tell them $50 off for every week it's late.
I would hope that he would be able to do it on short notice, like, or not on short notice, but like in a reasonable amount of time. I'd probably let him know, hey, I'm gonna drop the car off on Sunday. I need it back by Tuesday evening. Is this possible? You know, and if he says yes, then cool. If not, then I'll probably end up doing it myself. But I'm gonna try and let him know, you know, within the next week or so I can give him like a month or so. Cause man, I'm getting fucking swole. Let me tell you. As I'm
Excuse me?
cranking on that damn wheel and it's fighting me that hard, I'm getting an arm workout.
Ooh, your forearms are nice and thick.
Right. I'm fucking bulking right now.
Fuck, it's all shoulder. It's all shoulder.
And it's
Just
not
lean
that
into
bad.
it.
Yeah, it's not that bad. Like at low speed, it's pretty bad. But when you're on the highway, it's just like driving a regular car. And actually, when I'm driving fast, it's nice to have a little bit of tightness in the steering wheel.
I was about to say I would assume that'd be nice with a faster car or a car like yours, but
Yeah.
the only thing I experienced with like my power steering was I was driving down my street one day and I saw a big ass puddle because it rained earlier that day. I drove
Mm.
straight through it, didn't think it was that deep, and it was deep, and I was going like 45 in my neighborhood, and water shot straight up into the undercarriage and ripped the belt off my alternator,
Hey.
completely cut off my power steering and turned the car off. I rolled up the hill, started the car back up again, and then drove to the end of the street to get to my turn into my driveway. And it was the most difficult thing I've ever done. Just to turn that wheel, make the car move a 90-degree angle.
Yeah, it's really stiff. Like I can't turn my wheel when I'm sitting still, even with the car on. I have to
Ooh.
move in order to actually turn the wheel.
You need
Otherwise, I'm
some
just
sort
like
of momentum.
I'm like, yeah, I have to take both hands and crank the shit out of it.
Ooh, that's real nice on a manual.
Hell yeah, it is. I'm trying to shift with one hand and I'm cranking the wheel with the left hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You just
not
got to
fun.
use your third arm, man.
Oh, yeah. Mine's well, I don't think I'd make it to the brake pedal, brother.
Have you ever thought about like how crazy it would be to take your flaccid penis and tie it in a knot around something?
The fuck are you? Um, you know, Nicholas, I'll be honest with you, brother. That has not crossed my mind. Maybe that's something I need to ponder and get back to you on. But no, I would be happy to listen to your thoughts on the matter.
I just thought about it. It was my brain thought when I said use your third arm, my brain imagined someone taking their penis, wrapping a knot with it around the bottom of the steering wheel, and also using that to thrust in some sort of direction to help the steering.
Well, I mean, if you think about it logically, if you wanted to shift upward in any way, you'd have to get an erection. So not only are you physically straining, but your mental strain.
Let's say hypothetically,
You got to keep hard. And
I know
then soft.
someone that has erectile dysfunction.
Okay.
How does that work then?
You can't.
You can't?
You can't. You just can't do it. Your penis won't get stiff enough to push the gear into the upward gears.
How about this? How about this? You don't fix the power steering,
Okay.
and you
That still
buy
has my
one of those
penis. Oh.
trucker level levers.
What do you mean, like the huge fucking like long shifter?
No, the trucker thing on the fucking steering wheel.
Oh,
That,
the
like, post
circular
that they
thing.
grab and yeah.
Yeah, the thing that spins.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that would grip the steering wheel hard enough without power steering.
Okay, what about this? If I bought you like a pirate ship steering wheel, would you install it on your car?
Absolutely. Okay, so you'd have to give me one that has like a quick change lock, or a quick change system, so I can just like pull the steering wheel off, and I would absolutely do it. I would make the car as clean as possible, and I'd go to car meets with a pirate steering wheel.
And then I could get you a shift knob that looks like the center mast of a pirate ship.
Yep, with a flag in it. Yeah, and we'll put I'll get a roof rack, and then we'll mount a flag.
How uncomfortable
not a
would
flag,
that be
a
to
sail.
shift with?
Probably pretty damn uncomfortable. I mean, listen, I've seen some wild shit, man. I've seen people use butt plugs as shift knobs, so
Oh.
if it works, it works. I mean, I'm sure you've seen those, like the crystal skulls, or
Yeah, I've seen all sorts.
the dice, or like a naked woman, like a porcelain naked woman.
Why
yeah,
not?
I don't know, man. I wouldn't want porcelain in my car, because if you hit something and that shit shatters, you send shards of porcelain through your car like a grenade.
Sounds like a good way to go. Nice and quick.
Mr. Blue Sky. Okay, we can't sing on the podcast.
Damn it, dude. Damn it.
No, I think we can sing a little bit as long as we're off key enough, which I don't think should be a problem for either of us.
Do you think the FitnessGram pacer test thing will be?
The FitnessGram Pacer Test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues.
It's the first time you've read the script.
Yeah, I had to look over. I had to look over because I forgot it halfway through. Once I hit multi-stage, I was out, dude. I had to look over.
You don't have the entire FitnessGram pacer test script memorized from your traumatic childhood?
No, but I have the entire B-movie script memorized.
Hey, didn't you think it was like so crazy that we were 8 and 9 years old and they were like, "Hey, welcome to military boot camp"?
You got sent to military boot camp?
Nah, I'm
What are you
comparing the
talking
FitnessGram pacer test.
Oh, that's not a military boot camp. I don't know. That's probably just some old fucker who, put that into the. I don't know. Maybe they use it to like locate the kids that are physically capable of playing sports.
What was that award? What was
high
that
school?
award they would give you?
The
Do you remember what I'm
award.
talking about? They give you like a ribbon. There was a blue one. It was like the presidential award or some shit.
Oh, dude, you're right. Yeah, and it was that. What was his name? Chris. Was it Chris?
Chris.
He was like No, that's you weren't at. You were at Riverwatch, weren't you? Yeah.
We didn't do the FitnessGram pacer test at Riverwatch.
Oh, right. It was elementary.
It was elementary.
Yeah, there was this kid named Chris, and he was like, he was a little off. Good kid. He was just a little off. And he won it every single year. Like the 3 or 4 years that we did it, he was always the kid to win it, even over like the older kids.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. He just like
Where do you think Chris is now?
I don't know, man. I hope good things for that guy. Like I said,
Of
he was
course.
a good kid.
Yeah. I was thinking about how crazy our first high school reunion's gonna be.
Are you going? I probably won't even go.
I
don't
might
really
get
do that
cold
kind of
feet.
shit.
I might get cold feet about the first one, but maybe the second one. I
If
might
anything-
like follow a bunch of people that we went to school with to see like who all showed up,
Yeah.
and then I might go to the next one.
Yeah, if anything, I'll show up baked out of my mind.
I was about to say, yeah, I'll just get we'll just get fucking green out and then
Yep.
walk in.
I'll take a shitload of gummies, and then we'll just hotbox my car and walk in. So we just reek of pot, and we're obviously visibly stoned. Yep. The weather.
What's that?
Oh, yeah. That'd be a lot of fun, actually. I don't know. I'd like to see some people like Richard. Man, I'd love to see Richard again, see what kind of guy he turned into.
He's probably programming for some company by now.
I'd hope so. I'd hope he's like hyper successful. He seemed like he was so fucking stupid sometimes, but man, he seemed
I
like
know.
he seemed like a really smart kid, you know. But we were all really fucking stupid back then.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
surprised you don't draw more from your
Yeah.
your older days, man. I remember you drawing.
Well, funny enough, I was thinking about getting a drawing pad and like trying to do all the artwork for us, like while I'm just sitting at the shop and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But Olivia did really good. Olivia's my sister. She did really good with the album cover, and so I told her like that you might be able to get her a drawing pad or whatnot from for a good deal from the warehouse, and then maybe she'll just do all of our artwork. And she's also going to college for social media marketing.
Mm.
So she offered to, run all that for us, like run the website and whatnot. And yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I'd be happy to give you like a commission or anything if we ever grow
Yeah,
at all. Yeah. So that'd be pretty cool,
that would be, man.
Keep
Keep
it,
it
keep it in,
simple.
right. Keep it in the friend group. Keep it in the family.
Mm.
People we
Mm-mm-mm.
can trust. Yeah. Dependable. And I'd hope this continues to grow. I'd love to continue to do this. I mean, even like we said last time, even if nobody listens, I'd love to continue to do it.
Yeah, it feels nice. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's almost the same feel as therapy almost. It's just like raw thoughts. You don't have
Right.
to filter yourself
Get it
at
out.
all.
Well, I mean, we have to filter a little bit.
Well, yeah. I understand there's some guidelines, but we already filtered those things out in our day-to-day lives.
Right, right. I mean, to a degree, I'm not in customer mode or sales mode.
Customer service. Yeah.
Customer
Customer
service
service
mode,
and
yeah.
sales. Oh,
But
hi. How are ya?
hey, how you doing? Can I interest you in signing up for our rewards program?
Oh, how's the family?
Oh, you're back from your trip. How'd you do, darling? Oh, good gracious.
It's just
Yeah, no, I mean, we talked about it previously. I don't know if it was on the podcast, but man, it is like socially exhausting to have to like maintain that like happy-go-lucky, always here to serve, ready to do whatever you need kind of guy in a sales retail job. And at the end of the day, yeah, it's quite fucking exhausting.
It's literally you're putting on a show while you're on the clock.
Yeah, you wear a mask the whole fucking day.
Doesn't matter how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter what you got going on.
Mm-hmm.
You put on a fucking show and you make money.
Right. I mean, that's what's expected of you, unless you were, the two guys who worked previously at my position. From what I understand, and they were there for 8 years. So at some point,
I
you
was
get
about to
quite
say.
complacent in your job, and you stop kind of caring to a degree. That's what Jimmy says he likes about me is that I just do shit without even being asked.
Mm. Well,
I'm
yeah,
just trying to
it's a sense of initiative. Not
right.
everybody has that.
I'm trying to make myself a valuable asset of the team. Make myself um non-expendable, or I don't know what the word is, but in the case of, with all the regulations going on with the vaping industry right now, there's a possibility that they could just come out and say, you know what, fuck it, vaping's over, done, all that shit's banned federally, and
That's
then
crazy.
I'm out of a job, right? And then we might just go down to Delta 8 products, and if it comes between me and the next guy who's going to lose their job because they can't be paid, well, fuck, I want to be the one that's the most valuable.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah,
does, man.
right. I want to be a good contributing member of the team.
I mean,
But
like everybody says, like they don't want to be disposable, but I wonder deep down, like everybody out there on the planet, how many of them just like actually fucking hate their jobs and wish they would get fired sometimes?
I feel like we could realistically say 30% of the United States.
30% of the United States. Okay.
I think that's like a minimum as well. That's just like a safe guesstimate for me. Um, but yeah, a lot of people end up going into something that they're not sure about, but they get so deep into it, like the benefits are so good, the pay's great, and they just need to hold on for a few more years to retire or whatever, or I just need to keep this job until I can afford a house, and then they get stuck there, and they
Yeah.
fucking hate it, but they can't get a job anywhere else that would pay the bills, that would cover the costs.
Yeah, my My dad's got a saying. I mean, it's probably well known, but I didn't hear it until he mentioned it. It's called the golden handcuffs. You get a really good job, but you have like a wife and a family to take care of, and you've got a car, your wife's got a car, you got to send the kids to college. You got to buy them cars at some point if you're that type of parent, shit like that. And you want to make sure that you can afford all of that. And even if you hate your job and you can't find another one, you have to stay. It's the golden
Yeah,
handcuffs.
that's a good one. I never heard about that.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it's a good one. But one thing you just said I'd like to touch on is I absolutely 100% disagree with parents purchasing a vehicle for their children.
Okay, let's talk through that because I'm a little on the fence about that one. Like I have
Okay.
my own idea of it.
So there are stipulations, okay? I can say that in some scenarios that's okay. It's okay to purchase yourself. I guess my gripe is more with the parents who buy their 16-year-old kid a Mercedes Benz or a BMW or something very very nice, because when it comes down to it, that kid is not going to respect that vehicle as much as he would if he had worked his ass off, saved up his own money and bought it himself. We talk to a lot of customers at the vape shop. There's a guy who regularly comes in. He owns a really nice auto body shop, and he says half of his customers are kids under the age of 18 who total their first car.
Oh my god.
And it really, and maybe it's the area we live in. I guess we're kind of in an upper middle class area for the most part. Um, until you drive like 10 minutes down the road. But
Yeah. It's you got to pick which direction you're going wisely.
it gets real sketchy real fast.
Yeah.
But still, I really don't agree with parents buying their kids their first. Now, if it's like a $1,000 Toyota Civic, and your kid comes to you and says, I really want to get a job at this place. I've got a job offer. I just need a vehicle. Can you buy me a car? Yeah, I'll buy you a $1,500 Honda Civic, right? And I'm gonna teach you how to maintain that car. I'm gonna teach you how to do proper maintenance, how to check your tires, how to pump your gas, how to change your oil, how to change your air filter, do that basic maintenance stuff. And as they learn that vehicle and they realize, you're putting all this money in to keep it going, you're gonna start to respect that vehicle. You're gonna start to appreciate what it does for you, and you're not just gonna text and drive, and because you're gonna be concerned about slamming that fucker into a tree. You're
Dude,
gonna.
more shots, more shots. Come on, man.
Well, did your parents buy your first car for you?
No, I bought my car.
And you respected it, right? I mean, you took care of it.
At first.
Right, until it got to the point where it was so down and dirty, you just are getting ready to get a new one. That's understandable. But yeah, you took care of it because you worked your ass off to make the money to get that car, and then you bought it, and it's yours now. When
That's
you
true.
buy something, you remember the hours you put in to get to that point, to be able to own that item. Okay.
No, I hear you. That makes sense.
It's something that I'm passionate about because I see it all the fucking time. You have these kids who come in with, especially when I was working at Discount Tire, right? These kids come in, they're like 17 years old, and they just hand me their daddy's Visa MasterCard, or
Yeah.
what's the other one? Discover, or no, Amex. That's right, the Amex card. I guess is like the premium run, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Amex,
they
dude.
hand you like a fucking black Amex. With like
Dude, black Amex, those are rare. Those are like
yeah,
500K limit ones. Those
right. Yeah, and
those
it's
are the
like
business cards.
I'm like, hey man, what you need? And they're like, hey, I want the best tires for my Mercedes. He's like 17 years old.
I'm just like, oh yeah, sure.
Right.
Track tires, sure.
I would never turn it down, but it just like made me sad, man. And then we had this one kid who was 17. His dad bought him a really nice like 325i BMW, and he came in and bought like a $1,500 set of Michelins for it. He came back 3 weeks later because his son had complained to him and said, "Yo, these tires like they're bald already." Well, we looked at the tires. He had obviously been doing burnouts in them.
Yeah. What the
Like there was
fuck? That's
rubber all over the inside of the wheel well panel. I can't remember the exact term for that. But we went to the father, and we're like, look, your son's fucking with you, man. He's been doing burnouts with these tires. We can't give you credit on him. We can't give you anything. And so he had to buy like another 900, 800, $900 of tires. Yep.
I
And
couldn't
like,
imagine ripping a fucking Beamer like that. That's like,
dude, he straight up whacked his son in the back of the fucking head when we told him that he was doing burnouts in him. He just went whoop, right in the back of the
good.
kid's head.
Good.
Yeah, I
Good,
just
dude.
went good. Yeah, fucking absolute dumbass. But he's a kid.
I gotta be making good fucking money for me to be okay with my son blowing $1,500.
Yeah, just like just burning him out. Probably went to a car show with his new car, fucking around with his buddies, and just thought, damn, let me just dump the clutch here and do a burnout.
Easy peasy.
And
no
you know why?
consequences.
Because
Daddy's got money.
Right, because he didn't pay for his fucking tires. If he paid the $1,500 for those tires, by God, would he be taking care of them?
Dude, I love how in general that life transition hits everyone so hard.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you do, what hand you were dealt. As soon as you make that transition from being taken care of to having to pay your own bills, you realize how fucking expensive shit has gotten and how
Mhm.
money just doesn't grow on trees. You
Yeah.
literally have to work for everything you fucking own. If you want health insurance, dude, minimum $250 a month. Think about that.
Well, some of those are like health insurance. It gets up there. Like if you want a good, decent plan with it could be upwards of $2,000 a month.
I'm very
Yeah.
aware. I'm telling you, the minimum is $250.
It's oh yeah, and I'm just adding to that like 2,000. It could be. I mean, that shit's ridiculous, especially if you got a family, you got 3 kids and a wife, and you got to
Yeah.
provide health insurance for them, and you're working at Domino's Pizza doing delivery.
That's not real. That's not
It's not possible. It really
feasible. You can't do it.
It's crazy how expensive it is to just exist, to just live.
Exactly. Did you see that that tweet? It was featured on iFunny the other day. It said something about just to let you know, if you didn't get a 5.4% raise this year, you were technically cutting pay or something like that due to inflation.
Because of inflation, yeah.
Yeah.
Send me that. I'm gonna send that to Jamie. See if he'll give me a raise again.
That's fucking hilarious.
Just show him the picture.
Yep. Just slam your phone on the counter.
No, I don't think he would.
Excuse me, sir.
I don't think he did. He gave me 2, 3, 2.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Something.
Yeah.
Gave you a little something.
Just a little. Yeah, just a little bit. We need a little something on top of the. Just a little cream on top of that fucking piece of cake. You know what I'm saying? Whew. I might be a little high.
Are you?
Yeah, I smoked.
I don't have my pen.
Oh man, yeah, I smoked a bowl before I got on, and then I was like, yeah, you know what? This probably won't last. So I ate some gummies, and I think they're kicking in, man. I'm getting that like kind of shaky.
Oh God, I always assumed I was the co-host. I didn't think I'd have to step up.
No, we're not
so soon.
No, we're partners, man. Ain't no co-host. We're
partners, dude.
we're what the fuck? You know what? Listen here, bud. You got my brain moving too fast. I'm losing it. Okay.
Well, let me stoop down to your level, man. I'm gonna go walk 5 steps around my bedroom.
All right.
And I'll join you. We'll be on the same team.
Are you gonna go get your pen?
Yes.
Should I get mine? Should I keep hitting it, make it excessive, kind of like maybe lose my shit? Okay. Cool.
Yes, please. Of course. Quick. Okay, I'll entertain them, and that we'll take turns.
Well, it's like right over here. I think they can still hear me from over here.
No. It's like going out on a date with one other person. Someone has to occupy the table, even if you both have to go to the bathroom at the same time.
Really? Oh, I guess they would just like roll up and take your shit away.
Exactly, man. Dude, that shit's so scary. That shit scares me every single fucking time.
Has it ever happened to you?
No. But I'm scared of everything. So.
So today on the podcast, we have Nicholas with his Blue Yeti, a substantial upgrade from last podcast's Logitech G-Poo or whatever it was.
Yeah, the G-Poo X, man.
The G-Poo X, the Turdinator 5 million.
The Turdinator 5 million?
Yeah, the P&D amplifier V6.
Who knew strawberry could taste like waffles after so many months?
Wait, what card did you get? You got a Hellfire, right?
Yeah, I got like strawberry something.
Strawberry cough, maybe.
Yeah, something about that. I like how when my wireless mouse turns itself off to save battery life, every time I move it, it turns itself back on, but it starts at 800 DPI and then immediately kicks to the DPI I like, which is very odd and something you have to get used to at the beginning.
That sounds pretty frustrating, actually.
It kinda, but at the same time, not really. Grateful for everything being wireless. Just have to remember to charge it.
Yeah, I don't think I could ever. I mean, I guess wireless technology has gotten quick enough that you wouldn't get any sort of input lag. That was
Light
like my
speed.
that was my big gripe with the old school wireless mice is there was always just like a millisecond or two of input lag at the
I never
minimum.
never got the glory of feeling that back in the day because I was a console child at
Mm,
heart.
mm. Well, you did kind of feel it because a lot of those televisions and that I always thought about it, especially when good transition into when I used to play Fallout 3 a lot.
Ooh.
When I used to play that shit on the 360 and I put it on like a shitty little tube television, like a 4:3 aspect ratio, like tube TV, plugged in
Mm-hmm.
with like component cables in the back, there was always like a oh man, like 5 to 10 to maybe even 20 millisecond delay on input. Right, and I just got used to it. That was like what I knew as a kid. That was like what I was used to in gaming. And then I went back and played Fallout 3 on PC and it was so fucking smooth. Other than it crashing literally all the time, it was so smooth.
God.
You ever like
Yes.
play games you used to play as a kid and like the way you remember them was like, I don't know, I guess almost higher resolution, higher definition, and you go back and play them and they're just dog shit.
I could classify Skyrim as that, and Modern
Well,
Warfare 2.
yeah, Skyrim will always have a special place in any gamer's heart, whoever really played it,
Yeah.
because it's just been there for so long. Um, but I'm more talking like, what do you remember? What your first video game was?
My first video game, some fucking Kirby game on my Game Boy.
Nice.
I can't remember. I want to say Dreamland, but I mean I could be completely wrong. It's been so long, but it was some Kirby game. I don't even remember how the game goes. I just remember it was the only fucking game I had, and I would just I take that back. I take that back. My first game was OG Pokemon Yellow.
Nice, dude. Same,
Yep.
actually. No, mine was silver.
Oof.
Yeah, dude.
Mine had a very shittily drawn Pikachu on the front of it, and it was one of those long Game Boy cartridges,
Yeah,
not the
buddy.
short ones.
The color
And
ones, man, or the old school Game Boy. Yeah.
I remember so back then I was watching Pokemon and I was watching like the movies and shit like that for it, and I thought it was so cool. So
Pokemon.
I wanted to play something that was
Sorry.
Pokemon, and no, you're fine. And
I was
my
gonna break
mom
out in a
got me
song.
that Game Boy, and my mom got me that Game Boy, and then my aunt already had Pokemon Yellow for some reason. So they gave me that, and I remember being so young as to not have the mental capacity to actually play the game to the best of my abilities. So I would just walk into the first cave after the first town, and I would just get scared shitless.
Dude, I remember. Oh, what am I trying? What the fuck was the name? Was it Lavender Town? In
Lavender Town.
was it Fire Red? It might have been Silver. It was that big huge tower you had to navigate, and it always had ghost Pokemon in it, right? And the music was
Yeah.
like real creepy, and there was like a fog rolling through the whole area. Yeah, that shit used to scare me as a kid. I used to get
Yeah.
genuinely scared by a lot of games,
I
like
was
Bioshock.
Bioshock was fucking spooky, dude.
Yeah, I had the demo on the 360, and I downloaded it, loaded it up, went through the intro sequence, crashed the plane, swam through the fire, walked up to the building in the middle of the ocean, and like the door creaked open, and it was pitch black in there, and I went, nope, turn that shit
Ooh.
off.
Ooh, I got a good question for you because in
Uh-huh.
my mind, it's almost in the same category. What uh I don't want to classify them as horror. This category kind of like doesn't have a name, but which type of game do you like better? Actual horror or mind fuck?
Ooh, you know, the
Cuz
perfect
cuz you
game.
cuz what brought it up was you said BioShock was scary and I knew you were talking about the first one cuz I played that too, but at the
Yeah,
same time, further down the franchise, uh BioShock 3 or whatever the newest one was, like
Infinite,
BioShock Infinite, I remember it
great
being
game.
very bright, very vivid,
Yep.
nice colors, daylight most of the time. I remember like one mission being at fucking night or some stupid shit, and it was like very close to the end. But the aspect of BioShock Infinite wasn't actual horror. It didn't have jump scares. It didn't have spooky shit.
Well, I
You know
think
what I'm
that does
saying?
come down to the environment. I mean, you look at Bioshock 1 and 2, and it was like you're in underwater sewers, basically. If that, it's
Gloomy. It was gloomy.
very gloomy. Yeah, flickering lights, bloody, angry, junky psychos and shit. You're fighting the big daddy and the little girls or whatever they're called. I can't remember what the
Mm-hmm.
little girls are called.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you have you can either slaughter and absorb the little girl, or save it, spare it or whatever. Yeah, it was a dark game, um, but very similar to. Have you ever played any of the Fear games?
This is a franchise?
Yes,
Question mark?
the Fear franchise. Oh, you never heard of them?
Never heard of them.
So the basic premise. So I've seen them played. I've never played them myself. I actually got the whole pack on Steam for like $9, and it came with all three games and two DLC for the first one, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically you're like this trained soldier on man, I guess it's called the Fear Team, the Fear Agents, the Fear something.
Mm-hmm.
Fear stands for something like Federal Agency of Federal Engagement Agency, some shit like that. And you investigate paranormal and like attack and whatnot, paranormal entities. That's like the entire point of the team. And you're like this guy, I don't remember what his name is, but you go in and start getting like kind of wrapped up in this whole paranormal story with this one bitch named Alma. And I guess if I'm remembering this correctly, because I haven't gotten there in the game yet, she was like a an orphan, or maybe even like a lab raised kid, and they mistreated the shit out of her and did tests on her, and eventually she got possessed and like started just killing everybody, just killing
Ooh.
everybody. And at one point in the second game, like she fucks you or rapes you basically, and puts a puts a demon baby inside of her. Yeah, dude, it's a crazy series. It really is. I'd recommend checking it out. They're pretty cheap, and they're like they're old school games. So one of my favorite parts of playing old school games is that they run at a ridiculous frame rate.
Yeah, I can see first one's 2005, second one's 2006.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there's four of them?
Oh, is there really four of them?
Yeah, 2007 and then 2009. Wait a second, I might be reading this wrong. Hold on.
Yeah, because I have Fear Extraction Point, I have Fear
Uh-huh.
Perseus Mandate, I have
Uh-huh.
Fear 2 Project Origin, and I have Fear 3.
Yeah, so four. There's four titles.
Really? I wonder if it's on Steam.
Yeah, Fear 3 came out in 2011.
Wow. Fear 4? Are you sure? I mean, it's not on Steam.
No, that's four titles. Fear Extraction Point, Perseus Mandate is 2, Project Origin is 3, and then Fear 3 is number 4.
Well, I've got 5.
Oh my god.
So Fear Extraction Point, Fear Perseus Mandate, Fear 2 Project Origin, Fear 3. I got 5. But I think
Oh.
Extraction Point and Perseus Mandate are DLCs for the first one. Or maybe they're just like a full side campaigns.
Yeah, Timegate Studios has released 2 expansion packs, Fear Extraction Point and Perseus Mandate. But yeah, and Fear stands for First Encounter Assault Recon.
Wow. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Makes me want to play Phasmophobia.
Dude, I was playing it today at the shop. My buddy Simon came in and I was having him he never plays PC games, so he was struggling real hard, but I threw him in a townhouse on amateur, and it was pretty fucking funny to watch him run away from the ghost and shit. And I was like, man, I might play this tonight since I ain't got to work tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, too bad you're going to go night night after this, huh?
Yeah, man, I work normal Monday through Friday like normal people. I hate my job like normal people too.
Yeah. You're the 30%.
I'm the 30%.
That's okay. Things always change.
Change is inevitable.
Rainbows only come after the storm.
I'm hoping for a tsunami.
Yeah. You think tsunamis make rainbows?
Hey Siri? She doesn't respond. Fucking
Oh,
bitch.
bitch, dude. What is up with that?
Fucking whore. $1,200 for a phone and it just doesn't work. Understandable.
Yeah, the Hey Siri doesn't really work that well for me either.
I have to hold the phone up to my fucking face
Yeah.
for Hey Siri to work.
Or if I have AirPods in, it works pretty much every time with AirPods.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. AirPods definitely works. I love how when I have the ringer on, it reads text to me without me having to
yeah. Doo-doo. Message from.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. But
And your name is spelt weird, so it goes a maçon.
Oh man, but what I do hate is you know how we got the Ring doorbell?
Yeah.
You can't go into the settings and individually set the volume for certain app notifications, and hot fucking damn do I wish you could. Because when I'm sitting there with my headphones in, just like doing nothing, maybe I just got off the phone call with you or something, and somebody comes to the front door, I am literally ear raped every single time. Like I have
Deafened.
to, like, yeah, it's like a quick, like instinct reaction to quickly grab my earpods and rip them out. Otherwise, like that shit hurts, and I can't turn it down. The only thing I can turn down is the overall ringer, and then I might end up missing phone calls or something.
Do you have some contacts in your phone that have like an embarrassing ringtone to them that you don't want people in public to hear?
No, I never change the ringtones for anybody. I like having the same ringtone for everybody, so I always know that it's my phone.
Oh, that's understandable.
Yeah. Did I tell you I had to change my text tone because I was hanging out with Taylor?
No.
This motherfucker, right? All right, this motherfucker got a Android.
Okay.
And he uses the goddamn ding fucking Apple text tone.
Dude, that's not fair. That's mine.
That is so fucking. It's so frustrating because anytime we hung out, that was never an issue. But one day he just changed it, and he's like, "Yeah, I like it." I'm like, dude. And so every time he got a text message, I'd check my phone. I can't stand that. People who are close to me are required to have a separate ringtone than me. And I won't
have
ever.
the same ringtone as you.
Do you really like the same?
Yeah, but I never keep my ringer on because I hate talking to people. So
Yeah, I understand. Wait, so you have the same text tone?
yeah, I have the same text tone. I don't think we have the same.
Let's see. You wanna play him over the mic? I'm sure they'll pick him up. Let's see. So this is my ringtone. Oh wait, I don't think it's picking it up. Oh man, Crisp is working just way too hard.
Yeah, you gotta talk over it.
Is that the same ringtone?
No, it's the same text tone.
Let's see. Where's the text tone? Text tone. Is it hello?
No, that's not it. I thought you had the ding.
Oh, hello.
the fuck do I go to see this?
Are you talking about this one here? That one right there?
Yes.
Yeah, no,
That's the one I have.
right. That's the Apple one. That's the one that Taylor took. So I changed mine to this. There we go.
Oh, I gotcha.
Because I don't know. I hate fucking looking at my phone in the first place. I'm just like you. I really don't like getting texts from people that often, unless it's from like the couple of, good friends I know. Like I'm always happy to get a text from you, most of the time it puts a smile on my face. I'm like, "Hey, Nick's here."
Gross.
Right? You like that? Oh, I think about you at night.
Oh God. Fuck.
Let's
No,
get
I
real,
mean,
let's
I
get
get
real
you.
weird with it.
I want to set it up to where like the close people I have a certain text tone and a ringtone, and then
Yeah.
like anybody outside of that, that's just like that's the default tone. Because like, I mean, I don't necessarily don't like looking at my phone because I don't like talking to people. I'll talk to anyone whenever I'm free. I don't give a shit. You just have to pick the right topic to talk to me about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. I completely agree. Like, I'm talking, some motherfucker hits me up out of nowhere and goes, "Hey, bro, I know you're into that crypto stuff. Can I get a couple tips or something?" Like, and it's somebody that I really don't talk to. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
if someone's asking me to do something or
yeah,
asking my opinion on something, I'm not interested.
yep, exactly. Unless it's one of you guys, right? It's one of the
Yeah.
one of the close buddies or family members or whatnot. But I don't know, man. These damn phones, they're controlling the shit out of us. They really are. And I'm trying to put mine
Are we
down a lot
talking
less.
conspiracy theories now? Like what are
Should we?
we?
We
No,
can.
I don't know many.
Well, I don't know a lot either. But I do know Epstein didn't kill himself. Let's just drop that
Okay.
one in there real quick. Listen, I really do think that cell phones and social media, even though they provide this fantastic ability to easily communicate with anybody at any given time, as well as smartphones in particular, allowing you to have the wealth of the human race, the wealth of knowledge of the human race at your fingertips, with Google and shit like that. But I don't know. You ever just find yourself just looking at your phone just to look at your phone? Like you almost pull it out of your pocket and just like look at the home screen at all your apps and you don't actually do anything and then you just lock it and put it back in your pocket?
No.
You never do that?
No, my phone has a purpose.
Like sometimes I'll be, well, maybe it's because I'm not doing something at the time, but I'll be sitting in the vape shop and I'll just pull out my phone, unlock it, and just like look at my home screen and go, and put it away. And like I didn't have any plan to do anything when I took my phone out. But that just like makes me realize how attached we are to these things.
I guess I'm not that attached then because every time I think about pulling out my phone, there's like a good reason. Like, ah shit, gotta respond to this text, or ooh, I saw an email earlier, should probably check that. Ooh, I know the
Well,
iPhone features have updated.
okay, so there you go. That's something you're attached to. I mean, that's like your Instagram, that's your Facebook, that's your, what these regular what these regular people do. What other
Okay,
people
fair.
do, right? They've always got their app on their phone that gives them their dopamine and yours happens to be iFunny.
Damn, that's sad, ain't it?
Yeah. Well, when you would open your phone and look at iFunny, fucking Janine over in marketing is opening up Facebook and talking to her aunt about, how fat her fucking belly is and when are you having your damn kids?
Jesus, that was very specific.
Harsh, man. It's a cruel world. It's a cruel
It's a,
world.
it's a cruel world, man.
Right. You got to be ready for the fat jokes when you have a baby.
Did
No, that's
did
terrible.
did?
Don't ever make fat jokes to a pregnant woman.
Oh
Cut
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Cut
No,
that. Cut
that's
that.
yeah. Cut. But
Take two.
did either of your parents ever explain to you like why they actually have Facebook?
Um, okay, so I think they told me when they originally made a Facebook, it was to keep an eye on us. So any
Oh,
social media that any social media that we made, they would make too, and like so they could keep an eye on us. And then they ended up getting linked into it, sucked into it, because they would
Yeah.
catch up with old friends and whatnot. And it's so easy to just sit there and scroll, and you see all these articles that all your friends are viewing or the popular ones, and then you've got advertisements and so that shit nowadays, especially Facebook, I think is built for the older generation.
Yeah.
I think Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok and stuff is more for the younger generation.
Mm-hmm. My my father told me the reason he made a Facebook account was so that he could look at all the people he was friends with in the past and see where their lives actually went.
That's a good one. That is
Yeah.
really what Facebook is for either, reconnecting really. But yeah, you can also stalk people you used to know and whatnot.
Yeah.
I mean, um, I don't know. I just never really got into social media. My largest social media presence was Snapchat, and most of the time I'd end up using that to buy pot. I think
Nice.
that's.
Mine's literally iFunny. We're going on almost 4,000 days.
But do you ever post anything or comment at all?
I comment sometimes. My thing is, I pretty much just use it as cloud storage for memes that I find. Like, I
Yeah,
get
that's
that they don't have like a category system or a filter to help you find the memes, but I literally just repost anything I find funny. So it's on my account and I can find it.
dude. I really love that you told me about the Instagram thing for videos where you can share it
Oh,
to
yeah, you could save. Yeah,
and it
yeah.
gives you the MP4 straight up in your camera roll. Yeah, that was such a good tip. I love
It's a
being able to
gamer
just
play.
right. Yeah, and it's so easy to send it to people when it's just in an MP4.
It still does that fucking weird thing. If someone's viewing it on Android though, it's like super pixelated and the audio's distorted for some reason.
Well, that's just going to be Android in general. Android SMS messaging is god fucking awful. It really is. I can't understand, and it's a legitimately known thing that their compression on their texts is excessive. In
Ooh.
order to save space on and data, it compresses the shit out of anything. You can send a 4K video to an Android. And I have experience with this where I would send videos that I took to Taylor, and I think my iPhone does like 4K 30.
Yeah.
I think the 10 does. And I'll send him a video, and he'll show it to me on his phone later, and it's like 128 by 128.
Yeah.
It's so fucking up. He'll text me like, I can't really see what's going on, but that looks cool. So I'll upload it to Google Drive or like a mega folder and just send him the link so he can watch it.
That's one thing I mean it's not necessarily that. It came from this idea, but I would send my dad shit that I would show him and he'd get the same thing because he has an Android. He'd be like, "Oh, that's funny. Send that to me." But he would get pissed off because he wouldn't be able to see the actual version most of the time. Like out of all the memes and shit I show him, he likes the TikToks the best. Whatever TikToks. So
Yeah.
he'll get pissed off. He'll see the TikTok tag on the video, very pixelated, and he'll just go send me the TikTok link. And I have to explain to him every single fucking time that I don't use TikTok. I got it from iFunny, and it blows his mind.
Yeah, dude, Olivia sends me TikToks. And
Mm.
I told her, and I think you can watch them in
You can watch them in web. Yeah.
iMessage. Yeah. But I eventually told her, I'm like, please stop sending me TikToks. I hate them all.
Oh.
I don't want to see. I'll admit that some of them are good, but TikTok just makes me sad in general. The way it's changing, or the way it's
Didn't you feel
growing.
the same way about Vine though?
Yeah, Vine was a very similar, but okay, Vine had good energy.
Good
Right?
energy.
There was a lot more creativity on Vine. It wasn't all people doing the same shit. It was, some trends, and then you had those uh
Innovation.
yeah, those straight motherfuckers innovating, and putting out that pure comedy. those were the motherfuckers that, but it wasn't as, I think I could say it's probably like 20% on TikTok right now, people who are making actual unique content, and the rest of it is just garbage.
Well,
It's
that's the
just the
thing, man.
same bullshit trends. Everybody's just following each other.
Exactly. It's another trend. Someone's doing this dance, fucking do it too, so I look cool.
Yep.
Someone's doing this funny prank. Ah, funny prank, let's do it.
And now all that shit is staged.
Oh, I don't doubt it. I could tell. It's not, I wouldn't say it's easy to tell, but you can like get the vibe pretty much from the acting
Right.
before.
Or my favorite giveaway is the cameraman. How the fuck does nobody notice the cameraman in some of these skits, dude? Like he'll be standing right next to these people and they don't address the camera at all. It's like, could you make it less obvious?
Maybe it wasn't even like pre-scripted or anything. They just walk up to somebody, like some fucking stranger, and they're like, "Hey, $20 right now. You're gonna be in this video," and they
Yeah.
just roll with whatever they get.
Or like some of my favorites, some of the ones that got like a lot of people in trouble, a lot of people got debunked, were the people who would do those videos where they would just walk up to homeless people and give them money.
Oh, I thought you were gonna bring up the devious lick meme that's going on right now.
What the fuck is that? Oh, like where they're doing crimes and putting it on the fucking internet like idiots.
Yeah, actually
Like straight
stealing
stealing.
shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Fucking
that's
crazy, dude.
that's fucking stupid. The fact that people are doing that, just like, how, where the fuck?
Okay. Hold
where
on
the
before
fuck
you get
is
too
the
mad.
common sense, dude? Where does where?
Before you get too mad,
Yes, sir.
think about this.
Mm-hmm.
You and I steal a bathroom stall door.
Wait, what?
How funny would that fucking be?
We steal a bathroom
saying-
stall door?
Yeah, that's like the
Is that
devious
what
lick
you
shit.
just fucking?
Yeah,
wanna
that was like the
steal
first thing that came to my head.
from like what, a Target?
No, I don't want to steal it. No, I'm saying hypothetically, how funny would it be if we stole something like that, or we just like ripped an air dryer off at the fucking the fucking Walmart bathroom? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like we would
I
go
get
like,
you,
"Holy
man.
fuck, I can't believe we just did that."
Yeah, sure.
I
It
feel
would
like
be funny.
it's that's what I'm getting at is I think they get that adrenaline from it. That's where I'm going
Oh,
with it.
sure. Of course. I mean, look, I'll openly admit to stealing Pokemon cards when I was young. But I was fucking stupid, you know? We'd take the packs, we'd shove them in our pockets, we'd go to the back of the fucking store, crack them open, pocket the cards, stash the sleeves, you know? And
Wow.
yeah,
You're
I
a
did it a
criminal.
lot. I am a straight
I'm-
up I probably stole hundreds of dollars of Pokemon cards. And to this day, I feel bad about it. You know, I just, stealing's wrong, man. Number one, especially from people. I never stole from anybody, ever. I
You
would
hear
never
that, U.S.
steal.
government? Sorry. Sorry.
It's fine. Listen. I'm openly. I think I'm past the statute of limitations. Right? Is that not a thing? How many years is it after you do a crime before it's like you
I don't
can't be
know.
charged for it? Isn't that a
Are
thing?
you telling me I can commit murder right now? And then, he's Googling it. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah,
he's
I'm
Googling
Googling
it.
it.
He has to know. Hey, while you're at it, what's the age of consent?
In Georgia?
Anywhere. Which one's the
Well,
youngest?
I think it's fuck.
Is
I
it
actually saw a
Alabama? I
video
wouldn't be
about this the other
surprised.
day. Well, I think it's 16. I think it's 18 in most places in the United States, but I think a couple states are 16, but I think it goes down to as low as 9.
Oh god, that's so
yeah,
gross.
isn't that fucked up, dude? Isn't that sick as hell? And it's one of those countries where they have like prearranged marriage, you know, where they have like a daughter or something who marries like a 40-year-old man or some shit like that. Yeah, dude, some real sick shit. I can't remember.
Like
Yeah, go
oh
ahead.
man, it's not, dude, it's not I mean it definitely is. It's going to sound like it. I don't want it to be a judgmental thing. I understand that that's normal for the people in that group that identify as that or whatever, but
Yeah.
I hope that one day they understand that that is so much weirder for a majority of the planet's population.
Yeah. Well, it honestly might be the fact that everybody who is raised there is just so sick and fucked up that that's just like okay to them. And maybe they realize that it's wrong and it's immoral and it's bad, but they don't give a fuck because they're all sick. That it could just be the norm over there,
We got to be careful about issues like that because there's got to be some equally as fucked up blue haired chick that might comment on this.
I could give two shits.
I know.
I mean, the facts are the facts. And the podcast, we're just pushing out straight morals here. I mean, that's why we're discussing it. I'm not going to stand down on my morals. I firmly believe in a lot of my, and there are some of them that I'm questionable about, some topics that I'm not necessarily fully educated on, but my morals are my morals and I stand by them, dude. I think it's as simple as you should be a good person.
I don't disagree.
You want to dial it down, you should be a good person. So I looked it up real quick. Murder charges, there are no time limits for the statutes of limitation. You can be charged. And I guess that's kind of like with the whole OJ thing, right? Wasn't that like quite long after that he actually went on trial for it? After the actual murder?
I'm not too familiar with that.
Yeah, I never really got into it, but that's the one I can think of, the most recent. Serious felony charges, 6 years. Misdemeanor charges, 2 years, and petty misdemeanors and infractions, 6 months.
What was the first one? What was the 6-year one?
Serious felony charges.
So you're telling me
you could aggravated assault a man? No, well, yeah, I guess, yeah. And if you can stay hidden for 6 years, you're in the clear.
Crisp, easy.
I mean, isn't that what people do? Isn't that what, like, people who rob banks, they just vanish, and then after the statute of limitation is over, they just reintegrate into society?
Maybe. I thought most of them stayed wherever they went, but
I mean, that's what I would do. If I robbed a bank for $150 million, I would just go live on an island somewhere, get some really high-end satellite internet.
Entirely change my identity. I don't give a fuck what my name is. My name's fucking Fettuccine from now on. I don't care.
Balls McGee.
Balls McGee. If I got 150 million in the bank, minus a couple to get all that shit taken care of, dude, I'm clean.
Right. I mean, I realistically believe that if I was given $1 million tax-free into my bank account, I could set myself up for the rest of my life.
Oh, yeah. Invest properly and just straight up just disappear. Fresh start. New life.
Yep. Just over the next 5 or so years, flip that money, turn it into some, some successful investments, maybe take those profits over those investments for the few years, invest them into small businesses that I think would be successful, or maybe even start my own business and just grow from there and live off of the dividend checks from all my stocks and shit like that. It's a real thing. People do it. You have enough money in companies, you can totally just live off of the checks. I mean, if I owned like half of the most popular bagel shop in Georgia, I'm making money. And I'm just doing nothing. I can pursue my goals and my dreams and my hobbies, and I can just sit back and, I mean, that's the goal. That's the dream, ain't it? Like, to be so,
like 8 Waffle Houses and just lay back.
Right, or like own 2 or 3 Chick-fil-A's.
Dude, 1 Chick-fil-A's enough. That shit's ridiculous.
in a good location, yes. Hey, did you know?
Yeah, in a good location.
Did you know the Chick-fil-A up by the Dawsonville shop has spicy chicken biscuits?
Excuse me?
Do you like the spicy chicken biscuit? Or yeah, the like, the breakfast on the spicy chicken biscuit?
I love the spicy chicken biscuit.
Yeah, the one on Peachtree Parkway doesn't. Oh man, we're kind of doxing there.
I know, but
oh well, who cares?
They don't know how close I am to it.
Right, exactly. Yeah, they don't have it, but Taylor told me, since he just moved up there, he's like, "Bro, did you know that the Chick-fil-A next to your shop does a spicy chicken biscuit?" I said, "What?"
Dude, your bank account's zero now. You can't.
Yeah,
I can't tell you shit like that.
I only do it on Thursdays. On Wednesdays, I do the same thing. I go to Publix. I get the sub on sale for $5.99. You get a whole sub.
Yeah.
And I'll get a coffee, right? And I'll wait until noon, I'll eat the sub, drink the coffee, and then wait till 5, eat the other half. And it's
Yeah.
it's not super high calorie or anything.
Dude, the one next to my work, the sub on sale last week was the meatball. Oh god.
Ooh.
That shit's fucking dangerous, man.
Dude, I have the assistant store manager for the Publix, right down the road.
Yeah.
He's a vapor. He comes in and buys vapes and stuff. And recently I've been asking him what the next sub of the week's going to be. And I
You
told
fucking
him,
cheater.
I know, I told him, I'm like, I love the chicken finger sub. And he's like, bro, that goes on sale next week. I'm like, oh. I was like so fucking excited.
Dude, it's crazy though. I mean, I just because I'm smaller than you in general,
Yeah.
how a 12-inch sub can absolutely demolish my work ethic for the rest of the day.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, you put enough food in you. Your body's working so damn hard to process that shit. You ain't got no energy left.
That's what I read about because I was so curious one day. It's just if anybody else is wondering and doesn't know this, if you overeat, your stomach is fully aware of what you just done.
Mm-hmm.
Your brain sends more blood to your stomach. Guess where it takes the blood from? Your fucking head. That is the spare source of blood. It
Yeah,
stores
buddy.
as much blood up there as it can.
That and your cock and balls.
And your cock and balls. Yes. And when you overeat, all that blood, all that excess blood rushes to your stomach to help process that because the blood has like everything that we need or some biology shit. I can't remember
Some
right off the
science
top of
stuff.
my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, some science stuff, man. But dude, just like in general, I would recommend people to stop overeating. I don't care how fucking hungry you are, dude. As soon as you feel full or it's the right amount, just stop, man. You'll save yourself the rest of the afternoon.
Well, another thing that a lot of people don't know is, and that they don't take into consideration when they eat, and it was something I realized. I eat fucking fast. When I'm like
Dude,
into
I do
it
too.
and
Yeah.
I'm loving that shit, dude, I'll slam it. And by that point, I've eaten so much, it still hasn't had enough time to really settle in my stomach for me to realize how much I've eaten or that I'm full yet. And then all that extra shit I ate past that point, now I got a fucking upset stomach, right? Now I'm
Yeah, it
fucking
piles
tired.
on.
So if you eat slower, if you're struggling with something like that where you just can't slow down, like you're eating really fast and then you get all upset stomach, diarrhea, you just need to slow down a little bit. Try taking a bite, putting it down, chewing it up fully, swallowing it. Appreciate that bite, ponder that taste, associate those flavors, become a food connoisseur, then take that next motherfucking bite. You're gonna be good. I'm telling you
All
what.
right, all right. I'm gonna play this out like the other side. But what
Okay.
if I like my food hot?
Huh. So, number one, if you're getting something out of the oven, I'd feel like 80% of most foods that you would eat hot will still be hot within what? You think 20 to 25 minutes? Maybe even 30? Like they're still
piping hot.
not
Piping
piping
hot
hot.
coming off. No. I'm saying like you receive it piping hot.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
But if it's like you're sitting in the Chick-fil-A drive-thru for already 20 fucking minutes, like by the time you get it, they've already had your order ready. They're having internal issues at that point. If a
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A drive-thru shuts down, something's going wrong between the people.
Yeah, okay, you're 100% correct. But Chick-fil-A, I think, does really well with their aluminum whatever packaging
Oh
that
yeah,
they
they
use
got
for the
some good
chicken
stuff.
sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah, they stay hot, but you're 100% correct on the fries. That's why I usually eat the fries first.
Oh, we'll think about this. Like, pretty much the whole idea of fast food in general is it's quick. So by the time your food is at the window, you're at the window. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? For the most part,
If it's a
sometimes
good, yeah.
yeah, sometimes it doesn't work out that way. But I'm thinking like say you go to a nice restaurant, you're there with your mom, dad, and Olivia, all four of you. You guys all order something. Your plate is the first one that's made, and it just sits on that fucking hot thing. It's not like
What, like under the heat lamps you talking?
yeah, under the heat lamps.
Yeah.
So yours is the first to sit under there, and it may take fucking 15, 20 minutes to cook all the other 3 meals or even longer. By the time you get it, it doesn't have that fresh taste. And I feel like the heat from it could die down so much quicker.
Yeah, and I think you're right, and I think it also depends on what food it is. Some dishes retain heat a lot better. But some dishes I actually don't mind lowering in temperature a little bit. Like when I get a steak, I'll eat that steak and absolutely enjoy it until it is room temperature. Like when it hits room temperature, I'm like, all right, fine, I'm out. I can't finish it.
Yeah.
But for 30 some odd fucking minutes, like when I cook a steak, I don't eat it or cut it even piping hot off the grill. You're supposed to let a good steak rest for 5, even 10 minutes to really lock in those flavors and those juices. Because you cut into it too early, you're gonna lose a lot of that juice, a lot of that flavor. So even with a good steak, I'll let it sit. I don't necessarily want it piping hot.
Hey, I hit my mic with my hat at 1 hour, 10 minutes, 45 seconds.
And I'm supposed to fucking remember that.
Yeah. You'll hear it.
Okay, cool. I mean, if Discord uses Crisp for noise cancellation, so I'd assume if Discord didn't pick it up, because I didn't hear it, that your Audacity wouldn't.
I saw it.
Damn, dude, I'm leaving it in. Stop making work for me. Stop it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, you know what? I'll take a step back because you're the boss, man. You're the boss. You're the host.
It's okay. I like your cute. No, stop, dude. I'm not. Why you can't? Don't put that fucking responsibility on me, dude.
Okay.
We're in this together, dude.
No
part
problem,
of the ship,
Mr.
part of the crew.
51%.
Thank you. Are you calling me above average? Thanks, buddy. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Or is that below average? Wait, I don't know.
The joke was you owned more.
Oh, okay, I got you. All right, stop it, dude.
Come on, man.
Stop it, man.
I'm fucking with you. I know. I don't care.
All right, fine. Look, let me keep hitting this cart, and maybe you'll start making fucking sense.
I was about to say, man, I was like 2 hits in, and I started feeling a little.
Damn, dude, my shit's clogged. Ugh. Oh, there you go. Dude, I need to get a new one. So we just got this new stuff in called THCO.
You talking about Mr. Hip?
Mr. Hip? Hemp Doctor?
Hemp Doctor.
Yeah, it's Hemp Doctor. Yeah, so they're really good, and they've got like 958 fucking milligrams of THCO, and they hit real good, dude.
Quick?
Yeah, very quick. The THCO is supposed to bypass your brain blood barrier. It's supposed to make it, yeah, so it's supposed to just basically bypass your tolerance all in general. So, yeah. That the stuff that we smoked on that night that you were over, right? And we did it out of my Luca Unicorn, my bubbler.
It did take a while, but I felt like I was kind of ignoring it. Like it was there. I just didn't really feel it as hard as I usually feel it first on.
Yeah.
But as soon as I felt pain in any way, it kind of kicked in, which is very weird.
Yeah. It was a creep.
That's weird.
It was a creep. I will agree that smoking or vaping, it was a creep. We do have their gummies now, so it kind of makes me wonder how good the gummies are. Jamie, the owner, did a test, 25 milligram per 25 milligram, because he usually takes a 25 milligram Smilin at night to go to bed.
Yeah.
And he took a 25 milligram THCO of the Smilin, it's the same company, and it just didn't do anything for him. So he ate 2 the next night, and I fucking forgot to ask about him. But I don't know. The THCO is weird. It's like it's a different kind of high. Yeah, it's a different beast, man. It's still good stuff. Holy shit, dude, I'm hungry. Damn, dude, I am so hungry. Just like out of nowhere.
Did you eat dinner, man?
No. I this morning I had a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch at 8 o'clock in the morning. And then I got to work, and my buddy Simon came and hung out, and he brought Chick-fil-A with him. So I had a spicy chicken with a lemonade and some fries. That's it. That's all I'm in. which I mean, to be honest, is probably 2,000 calories. That fucking lemonade is sugary, dude,
Yeah.
but it's
Scary, dude.
so good.
I can't stand pulp, man. I can't stand pulp. Oh,
Yeah,
shit is so
yeah.
weird.
Fair enough, fair enough. It took me a while to get used to pulp. I 100% grew up as like a pulpless kid,
Yeah.
but I just kind of got into it. I don't know. I think
Do you ever think
Chick-fil-A is
that's
what
like
did it.
that's a maturity barrier?
I like Brussels sprouts now, and I hated them as a kid. I think your palate 100% changes over the years. I think your palate does mature, just like your mind. Your palate matures. You start to
Mm.
appreciate flavors a lot better, like beer. I don't know if beer is just something people get used to when you drink enough, or you slowly start to appreciate the taste. Me personally, I still believe beer tastes like piss,
Yeah, beer tastes like ass. I
like
fucking
total ass.
hate beer.
Yeah.
I had one beer and it was I've been doing my best to like try it when I have the opportunity just to see if I can get into it to show some sort of effort to
Yeah.
normalize myself cuz like you drink like one beer as like a relaxation thing. I drink one fucking liquor thing and I'm on my ass.
Ah, one liquor
But
thing,
yeah, one liquor thing. A licky drink. What
a
is
licky drink.
is that what fuck. Now I have to rewatch all of Trailer Park Boys just to
Oh,
remember his name.
oh man, that's such a good show.
What's it? Jim Leahy? What does he say? What does he call him?
Oh, Licky Poo. Licky,
Licky Licky Poo. I'm saying
is it Licky Poo?
pour me a drinky poo. He says drinky
Drinky
poo.
Poo, yeah. Pour me a drinky poo, would you, bud?
Randy.
Randy, pour me a
Randy Bo
drinky too, or drinky. Okay, sorry.
The shit ship's pulling into the shit dock, Randy Bobandy.
You hear that? The shit storms are brewing.
Yeah, it's like the
Or
shit winds.
the shit hawks.
The shit hawks.
You ever seen shit hawks, Bubbles?
There's shit
I
monkeys out there, Randy.
I think the all-time best clip is when he walks outside of the cabin and he
Yeah.
goes, "Oh, hey, Bubs," and he falls down the fucking stairs and goes,
It was
"Wouldn't know-
Julian. It
Was
was
it Julian?
Yeah. He goes,
Hey,
"Oh, hey there, Julian."
You don't know where a guy can get a drink around here, do you?" And he pulls out a bottle and tops up his glass. Dude, I am so sad to hear that he fucking died.
Yeah, that was very off.
Yeah, and
It's very it's I didn't I'm sorry. I've got like this train going on right now. It's
yeah.
so the way you felt about Jim Leahy passing away when you first thought about it. You know,
Yeah.
you have different levels of consoling yourself based on the person and how you know them.
Yeah.
Someone very close, you're gonna be fucking destroyed. But
Well, no,
like,
I'm numb.
okay, you're numb. That's cool.
So it's like
Okay, so
it's not super destroyed. It's just like a day or two of total sadness.
a day or two of total sadness.
Yeah,
That
like
could be life destructive given the
Yeah.
person.
it absolutely could be. Considering I don't know. I think it was just the way that I was raised that I'm not like super. Like I'll be 100% honest. When I heard that my grandmother died, I was sad, but I didn't cry. And it was honestly a day or two of being upset, and then that was it. I moved on. I don't hold on to those things. I really don't. I know that's something that you had that we had a discussion about at some point. About death and whatnot. But my personal thoughts on death are I've accepted death as a part of life, and it pushes me personally to live every day to the fullest, to live in a way that makes me happy, to live in a way that would spread the most joy. I like this face you're making. Is this
It hurts.
is this not
It hurts.
is this not
This
something?
topic pains me.
Yeah, no. Listen, we can 100% move on and tackle it at another time if that's something you want to do.
Oh, God, I don't know if I'm mature enough yet.
Understandably.
I feel I'm praying because yes, I do struggle with this topic. This idea is a very dark thought of mine that comes up frequently, and it's
Yeah.
very sad. But I think I don't want to go along the lines of saying it's another maturity barrier because I feel like there's some people that just aren't ready. you know?
Yeah.
But I think that feeling of being ready is an accomplished and proud feeling.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's
if you
it's a
don't feel
changing point.
accomplished and proud, or there, I mean, there's, you've met some old people that are just like, ah, fuck it.
Yeah,
You
like
know what
fuck
I'm
this, I'm
saying?
out. Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah. I, I, I don't know, man. It's
I see
it's
what you're
weird for
saying.
me to think about.
And that was something I said to you last time we talked, is that when you said, like, it was something that, you pondered quite a lot. I thought, well, maybe is it not the fact that you're afraid of dying, but of the fact that you didn't do enough, or you think that your life wasn't valuable or successful or accomplishing or satisfying, or you're not proud of what you did. That's absolutely a feeling. And in some senses that can be a good thing, because that can drive you to do more, to be more outgoing, to try more things. If you embrace that feeling, absolutely, that could be great. Because I think it is definitely part of life, figuring out what you want to do, what you want to use your life for. You can
That's the
absolutely.
thing that stresses me out, though.
Right. I mean, but
Knowing that there's a limited time limit, like there's a time limit,
well, that's,
but at the same time, you don't know what it is.
exactly. That's a whole, well, that, and you don't know what happens at the end. That's a whole nother topic that I don't want to discuss right now.
Oh Jesus!
Right? Like that's for a later down the line podcast. What
Should we
comes
pray?
after death? You want to
Should we
pray?
pray?
Okay, stop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get in trouble. But I really do I really do believe in death and embracing it entirely as a part of life. And I think it should push people to do more and to be better, because who the fuck wants to leave a bad legacy? If I want, when I pass, I want my loved ones and my friends and the people who, depending on what I did in life, the people who appreciate me, to remember me.
Yeah.
And I'm not asking for 10, 15 years of remembrance. I would just like for me to pop up every once in a while, and it only be good thoughts. I don't want people to
Yeah.
be thinking, man, fuck that guy. Like, I'm glad that motherfucker gone, because that's not the kind of legacy, I guess you could call it, that I want to leave. Or what
Yeah.
would you consider it a legacy, or is that more like your kids?
I'd say kids to grandkids. So,
Yeah.
because some of that shit carries over. Not all of it, because everybody grows up to be their own person, no matter what the fuck their parents taught them. But there's still
Right.
that some kind of like key shit that they go, I remember learning this from my mother, i.e., your grandmother. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
A
Shit like
solid
that.
line of guidance in their life. Yeah.
Yeah. That's something that drove them, helped them
Shaped
guide
them.
themselves,
Yeah.
shaped them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you would hope for the most part that most parents are like putting good morals into their kids.
Oh yeah, you'd hope. Or the one of the saddening things that I saw, especially in high school, is parents who don't care. People who have no right being a parent. Who were
Yeah.
either entirely underprepared for a kid, or just have no interest in it anyway. Maybe they're didn't want the money for an abortion or something, or they thought maybe they'd stay together, as a, like, let's not say her name, but the previous girl who was at the place I work, she had a really rough time with her boyfriend, and she was planning on leaving him, just moving on entirely. And I thought it was a great idea from the way that she described him and the things that he did to her. And she finds out she's pregnant, and the next week I hear that she's going to be staying with her boyfriend for the baby.
Yep.
And we're talking, this girl has no education past high school, no degree, no certifications, no prior experience, and she's just gonna wing it, I guess. And that's, let alone the world we live in currently, is no place to bring a child. That's my, I have no intentions of bringing a child into this world within the next 5 to 10 years.
I'm glad we touched this topic because it's a dark secret of mine, but also an aspiration.
Okay.
I've told maybe 2 people this, and I can't remember if I told you way
Is this
long
something you
ago
want
or
to share
recently.
publicly?
I'll share it publicly because it's something that I'm passionate about and
Ah,
I really care for it.
I can't wait.
I want to be a good dad one day. I want
That's
to be a dad.
that's very yeah. 100. I think you would be a great dad. I really, really do, because you're caring. You're fucking hilarious for one. Okay, listen. Yeah, I'm about to drop some appraisal on you. Okay.
Compliments.
All right, it's
Ugh.
gonna burn, right? Listen, that's it. Fucking compliments hurt.
I'm
They're scary,
sweating now. I'm
right?
sweating.
I'll keep it brief for you, bro. I do
Okay.
think you'd be a good dad. I really do, and I 100% agree with you. I do. So I would like to have kids. I really would, but if I meet the right girl and she doesn't want kids, it's not a deal breaker. I'm okay with that, because there's a chance that later down the line she could want them, and if not, it is what it is. You
Fuck
know.
her opinion. It's about the legacy. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm
I
joking.
mean, this is very true. I am the well, no. Never mind. The lad name will live on, but oh, well, I just doxed the last name there. I might have to beep that. I gotta remember.
Yikes.
I
Yeah.
gotta fucking beep that. Damn it. What are we at
You're
here?
fine.
A minute 26.
A minute 26? How fucking high are you, dude? An hour.
Oh yeah, I am pretty high, man. I'm sorry.
My God, dude.
Hour 26 minutes. Okay, that's good enough. That's close enough. I'll end up hearing that. Yeah, I would like to talk about before we start hitting a couple topics here. Unless you had some finishing thoughts on what we just were talking about, I don't want to cut you short.
I'm one thing I wanted to bring up, and it could have been something that we talked about earlier, but in the moment, I don't really mind going for that long. You know what I'm
Me,
saying?
what do you what? What are you talking? What are you saying?
Well, last time, we released 2 hours
Yeah,
uncut. I
yeah,
get that,
that's great.
but
I think that's
at the
great.
same time, like if you cut it down, like who knows? It could be like an hour, hour 30 minutes, whatever, depending on like the good topics you want to pick out of it. But at the same time, like, why not just fucking talk for 3 hours and see what happens?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think what we did. I think the last podcast was great. I listened to it probably 3 times.
I listened
Well,
to it today.
yeah, and I think it was pretty good. I definitely got a little too high at the end there and started losing my thoughts a little bit. I got a little delirious there at the end, but honestly, I'm 100% okay. And if it's something you want to do, is just upload it straight. I have no problem with just fixing the audio and just keeping it pure.
Yeah, like whatever we get is what we get.
Right.
That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from it. Like if we have,
Straight conscious. Yeah, consciousness.
yeah, straight conscious. But other than that, uh back to the dad thing. I'm very curious.
Yeah.
You said I'm funny and what else?
Uh,
Cuz I'd be a good dad, caring?
caring. Yeah. I think.
Okay.
Okay, you're gonna laugh like that, but when it comes down to it, I think you're thoughtful. People who are
Thought.
thoughtful and caring don't say, "Hey, buddy, I'm on my way. You want some food? I'm stopping at
Okay,
Chick-fil-A. You
fair.
want anything?" That's just like little shit. I'm not saying you're the most caring guy in the world. You could care more. Absolutely, everybody could care more. Yeah, I could care
I
more.
definitely could. I
Yeah,
agree. I could care
absolutely.
more.
So, but when you like somebody enough, I don't want you to change. I accept you for what you are, and it
Yeah.
is what it
Yeah.
is, right? Unless you start doing something really fucking stupid, I'm gonna set you straight. Absolutely, I'm gonna voice my opinion on that. Like
I
if
would hope you do so.
you're right, right. I mean, I think that's the job of a friend, is to set their friends straight. That's what bros got to be bros. You gotta set your boys straight. They doing something stupid. They doing some dumb brains, some small brains, some smooth brains shit. You know what I mean?
I think I got that from my it's another dad thing. I think I got that from my dad. Just the way he talks to me. Like I touched on it very, very like it could have been a 15-second fucking audio clip from last podcast, but just like the way he talks to me,
Roll it back.
how he roll it back, how 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 he'll call me a pussy sometimes or a dumbass. Like it's not like the I mean, I guess it goes along the lines of, not being affected or giving words power and shit like that, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not. It's made me not afraid to know the truth,
Mm-hmm.
if
It's
that's
good.
understandable.
It's tough love.
Yeah.
Is what you could call your dad. And that thing you said last time, that was a long pause, about the tough times make tough men make
Yeah, yeah.
easy times make weak men make hard time, or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
I think that's the way our parents raised us, and I think what a majority of our generation, um, was tough love. It was good, clean parenting. We weren't in that age of when parents would, I don't know about you, but my dad used to spank me, and then at a point he stopped.
I would
Right.
get my fucking ass whooped, dude. I was terrible.
Right. I mean, but at a point your dad stopped. I would assume.
I can't see
Do you
that's
remember how old you were or what?
I, the last spanking I got was from my mom. And
Ooh.
I mean, I had to have been,
Mama,
dude.
I love your mom.
Mama Milam, dude. God bless.
She's such a sweet
Well,
lady.
she is sweet. I agree with you, but we'll talk about her deep, dark, dirty secrets some other time. I'm not ready for that talk yet, but
You want to dox your mama? You want to dox your mama?
dude, it's thoughts that I'm passionate about. It bothers me. I talk about it in therapy. I should be able to talk about it here too.
Yeah, absolutely.
In
I know.
reality, I should be able to talk to her about it, but I'm deathly fucking scared of that conversation.
Yeah. I mean, you think she'd ever listen to the podcast? That's the concern.
No. I
Yeah.
know she
I mean,
loves me, but this ain't her jam.
yeah. If you don't think she would ever listen to the podcast, yeah, absolutely spread it out. That's my concern is I never want to hurt anybody's feelings, and sometimes the truth hurts. Sometimes
Exactly.
the truth does it. Sometimes you don't want the truth to reach the person because you don't want to hurt them because you care about them so much.
Exactly.
And then when you voice some shit like that, like in the last episode when I talked about my relationship with Sergio, maybe he finds the podcast and listens to it. And what I would hope is that he would confront me about it and talk to me about it and come up and say, maybe he's like, hey man, I didn't know, I'm never the type of guy to reach out, I always want to play games with you, and then that could better our relationship for it. Or he
Yeah.
could take it the wrong way and be like, dude, you think of me as like a side thought or whatever, or some shit like that. And
Sergio's your side chick, man.
Sergio's my side thought. Yeah. I don't ever want to hurt anybody's feelings. Again, like my life goal is just to spread some good old fashioned positive vibes and some good old fashioned laughs, man.
I try to think of it the same way as my boss told me this one time. Is just it doesn't really matter what you can accomplish the next day or the next week, month, year, whatever, or what you could have done yesterday, last week, last month, last year, or whatever. Just worry about do do what you can do in a day.
Yeah.
That was pretty
Worry
much the
about
gist.
making the day good. Carpe diem. Seize the day.
Carpe diem, yeah. And I mean, it's crazy how you can apply such a simple thing to every situation.
Yeah.
Not saying be selfish or anything, but just play it out the best way
I mean,
in your mind.
yeah, okay. I agree with that because one of the biggest things that I believe in is happiness is a mindset.
Yeah.
Happiness is entirely a mindset, and it can be changed in any situation. Again, something I talked about in the last podcast. Anybody can get themselves out of a bad situation. And no matter how down in the dumps you are, if you really put your mind to it and you really focus, I think you can get out of that situation. And again, with like the farmers who are happy with the very little they have. Happiness is 100% a mindset. It's the emotions you create. You control your happiness 100%. 100%.
Mm.
And that's why I love to share happiness, you
And
know.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but
Hmm.
that explanation, one day it could hit some people pretty hard. And I just wanted to say, like no matter what Mason just said, happiness is a mindset, all that other shit. It really depends on you.
Yeah.
We believe in you. You can believe in yourself. I don't even know you and I fucking believe in you. You can do anything you want. You are the barrier.
Yeah. The only thing stopping you is you.
Exactly.
Yep. I mean, it comes down to simple shit. It comes down to simple shit, and a lot of it is just willpower. It really is a lot of it. I mean, you can equate it to I'm sitting over here. I'm a fat motherfucker. I'm a husky guy, and I'd love to eventually lose some weight, but when it comes down to it, I just don't have the willpower all the time to keep myself from eating that entire public sub. And it's simple shit like that, that if you just have that willpower to make that decision and change that, you could do it. I
It's
could
it's
lose weight
yeah.
if I
It's
wanted to.
definitely it's definitely a determination thing. And the way I feel about determination, even though I struggle with it, like just as much as everyone or if not more, you choose what you're determined about.
Yeah.
You choose what you're passionate about. If you like something, fucking chase it.
Yeah.
Definitely be careful. I don't want to be a dream crusher, but like be cautious, but be
You have
happy.
to be realistic, right? And
Yeah,
it's
realistic. That's what I'm going
something
for.
that I'm telling to Taylor, and one of my buddies, Matthew, I shared it with him, is go for your dreams, man. Chase your dreams, absolutely. And if you think you're good at something, and you believe that you can do well, I mean, go for it, and you can go all out 100%. But if it's something you're not 100% sure about, you got to have a fallback plan.
Yeah.
You always need to have something, some kind of backup, especially as you get older and you start picking up bills, and, you've moved out of your parents' house, and, you got a car payment, a rent, you got all that shit. You got bills you need to pay, and you just fully chase this dream and it doesn't work out. Well, that could put you in some serious trouble. It
Yeah.
really could. Like, I know Taylor's out there chasing his dream, but I sent him all the information that he needed to get his A+ certification, which is just a basic computer understanding certification that most tech companies will accept for entry level IT positions. And I'm like, dude, look, just get this. It's $350. Here's all the study material. It's all free. Do this. That way you can chase your dream and not have to worry about when you fall staying on the ground. You've got
Yeah.
something to help you up. You're not just stuck there. Because shit like that could ruin you. Your
Yeah.
credit score, your fucking bank account. Nobody wants to be homeless. And I 100% understand that when you get low enough, you have hurdles that privileged folks do not.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen that clip. It got recently featured on iFunny of that homeless man. He's like wearing a green coat and a beanie, and he's talking about, people pass me by and they call me a bum. Well, I'm not a bum. I'm a human being.
Yeah.
And he says that he's like, I try to reach out to job positions, and they say, okay, well, we'll call you, and well, how you gonna call me if I ain't got a phone?
Yeah.
And 100% you do encounter those challenges, and life becomes a lot more difficult. But again, it's all about the willpower. I mean, look at Will Smith, man. I love the story of Will Smith, the way he I think it was or maybe I'm thinking about the movie he was in.
Oh God.
Oh, what?
The
Well,
Pursuit of Happiness?
yeah, dude, it was such a great movie, dude. Such a great. I mean, that is a true testament.
I
Even though
cried
it's a
so fucking hard.
Oh man, you ain't kidding, dude. I'll openly admit that I'm a grown ass man and I cried, hundred
Dude,
percent,
did I might have said it last time. I don't know. But a crying man isn't weak. A crying man's been strong for too long.
100%. I have more respect for a man who cries, a man in touch with his emotions, a man who doesn't trap everything deep down inside, and and lets it, we do a lot of that as men. We do a lot of that as men, trapping
Yeah,
stuff, pushing it down.
Ladies, we have feelings just as much as you. We just don't show it.
Because it's the social norm to not. Over the last few
Exactly.
years, it's this men are supposed to adhere to this image of like these strong, powerful, non-emotional people, I guess, and I think it's wrong. Those are some of the only TikToks and Vines that I liked. The ones that we see on iFunny that are like, you ever just, and then it like cuts to him just crying.
Yeah, I love those. Those are hilarious.
Because as funny as it is, it's true.
Yeah.
Sometimes as a dude, you just get hit with just some sad fucking vibes.
It's because it piles on and we fucking suppress it.
Yeah, it builds up.
Dude, like you said, you didn't necessarily cry about your grandma. You're just bummed for a couple days, and then it kind of you got over it. But at the same time, dude, like that could be, I don't know, 5% of your bullshit meter, and then one day you just fucking explode, and you think about all of that shit in one fucking really quick cry.
Yeah, I mean, it is 100% the way we were raised, the way our generation was raised. We're raised to show no weakness. Man, I mean, especially in school, I wasn't a popular kid. I was a band kid. I was a tech kid. I was an engineering kid. I
Yeah.
definitely wasn't a jock. And kids are fucking mean, man. Kids can be brutal, especially through the years. They have no remorse. And so you're at least our generation, you're raised in that rough environment and you're taught, as a kid and growing up, to show no weakness. Don't give anybody anything that they can use to pick on you or make fun of you or demean you or anything like that. And that grew over the years as you develop into your mindset towards every day. Show no weakness, be strong. Almost kind of makes me envy those people who are just like, off the chain, who have just completely given or completely let go of all social norms.
Like a cool government spy.
No, I'm more talking like the homeless dude who took too much meth and like can't really talk anymore and just kind of shouts.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
Both sides of the spectrum. I see.
Yeah, he's entirely given up. And I almost envy that. It would be so freeing if you could just,
exactly the freedom.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. A lot of exactly's going on, man. We're on the same page today.
Oh, I told you, man. I was stooping down to your level. I'm pretty there right now.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that caffeine is like ripping into me with this card. I've backed off of it quite a bit. I don't want to get scuffed. I gotta stay on my microphone here. I keep moving. Sorry.
Did you fix your pop filter from last time?
No, man. All fucked up still. Hey, if it ain't broke, until the physical filter falls out of the. I ain't spending shit. I'm trying to save money. I
understand.
I got big plans for the future, and I want to make sure I'm financially prepared.
Oh, did I tell you? Fun fact: most of the kids from our generation won't be able to buy a house.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
I don't know the exact details of that, but
it's true. You're right. You're 100% correct. Yeah, it's gonna be rough for the next. Man, I could call it 15.
15?
10 to 15 years, I think. It's going to be a real struggle for the housing market. Yeah.
God.
I don't know. I mean, we'll see what the hell it's going to be, but I would love to personally, hopefully the cost of wood, which spiked over the last few months, like substantially. I don't know if you've heard anything about that. The price of wood went from like you could get a 2x4 at Home Depot for like $1.60. I think it was like $12 or even more.
Did you see that video where that he got fired for it? I'm pretty sure. But he made a video like him pulling up to a lumber yard and they just had like a metric fuck ton of lumber stacked up there because they were trying to hold it.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit's like they're fucking with us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're literally fucking with us.
Scalpers, brother. Scalpers. Supply and demand.
Yeah.
They're taking advantage of the system. Same thing with graphics cards, bro. I mean, that's the problem. And again, man, we're fucking segueing so damn fucking hard right now, dude. Is do you like my little dance?
Okay.
Is
Did you come? Did you?
people will take the easy fucking route. They always will. They always will. And it's because of the time we're at now. We're in those easy times. Like you said, we're in those easy times. And people are taking the easy routes, right? I mean, people getting on that GME, that AMC, you know, those quick stocks. People just dumping that fucking money in there, getting that easy cash, you know. Motherfuckers out there buying graphics cards and selling them for 4 times the amount of price on 4 times the MSRP on eBay. People do that shit all the time. Because they can make a quick buck. They don't give a fuck about anybody else. They got no consideration for anybody else. They just want to make that quick buck. You know? Same thing with people who cut drugs. Put that carfentanil and shit. They don't give a fuck. They don't care who they're selling it to. They make that shit knowing damn well that it's probably going to kill a couple people. They sell it in a mass amount to their dealer. And then they cut all ties. It's like, all right, whatever. I made my fucking 15 grand on this pound of coke. Or I have no idea how much coke costs.
Yeah.
But yeah, no consideration. I don't know, man. How those people sleep at night, knowing that you're out there ruining lives and killing people for a bit of money.
Even you know, simpler than that. You're just making other people's lives way harder.
Yep. Yeah. Even just like, I mean, you really break it down to the morals of it. You know, you may need money, but how instead of sitting in your trailer cutting carfentanil with cocaine and selling it to people, you could fucking go to Pizza Hut, get a delivery job or a cook job, make a couple money, or make a bit of cash, you know, or get a library card. After work, go to the library, watch a bunch of free videos, get your A+ certification. We'll bring it back to that. Segues on point. And then, you know, go work for a company, start making decent money, matching benefits, matching 401k, whatever, yada yada yada. Right? Don't take the easy route, you know, because it's usually too good to be true.
Have you ever thought about like the people who take the easy route and you know they genuinely become successful from it, you know, that like odd form of successful that doesn't seem achievable? Do
Well,
you
it's
think some of the hold on, let me finish. Do you
yes,
think that
yes.
some of those people lack more experience in general?
Meaning like a life experience?
I guess you could equate it to that. Yeah.
I
They
mean,
didn't have to go through some of the trials and tribulations that the normal person goes through. Not saying that it's a privileged feeling in any way. They got lucky.
yes, I think
I wouldn't consider getting lucky a privilege.
100%, like winning the lottery.
Yeah.
If I won the lottery, I would take half of it. You know, let's say I won 10 mil.
Okay.
5 mil is immediately going to a couple charities as
You're
soon
too
as I
nice.
get that
Gross.
money.
Stop.
No, I'm
joking.
serious. I'm going to support.
I'm joking.
I'm going to support a couple of the charities that you know that like man,
Make a wish.
how can I not remember? Yeah, it's the one that does research for, you know, for cancer in kids and whatnot.
I'm pretty sure that's Make a Wish.
Well, Make a Wish is more about like the kid's gonna die and we're gonna make your last wish come true. Right?
Whatever
You're
one is
terminal.
associated with that one the most. I get what you're going. But
Yeah. Well, you know, I think it's really sad. I think young kids, you know, anybody under the age of 30 getting cancer, I think is really, really sad. You know, I think that really sucks, you know, and I feel for those people. So, you know, and I another conspiracy theory, if you want to hit one real quick.
Sure.
The medical industry, I think, I believe that the medical industry is quite corrupt.
I don't doubt it.
At least the U.S. medical industry, I think, can be quite corrupt. And I think that there totally could be a group of people who own a lot of the medical industry, and they are pushing to not cure cancer so they can continue to make the money on things like chemotherapy treatments and follow-up treatments and shit like that. You know,
Yeah.
because I think I heard it from House or maybe even Grey's Anatomy, is a cured patient is not a paying patient.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, or I think there was another part after that. Maybe it was like they don't try to cure you almost. You know, I don't think there's much of a push in the medical industry to cure things unless there is a substantial threat to society, like Ebola. You know, when Ebola was a huge thing, you know, they were pushing to find a cure to Ebola.
I think because it was very gruesome.
Right. Well, it was a serious threat
Yeah.
to the general population. And it was a particularly motherfucker. Why do I struggle to say that sometimes?
Mm.
It was a particularly um potent disease or virus. I can't remember exactly what the classification was. It was quite gruesome, you know, bleeding
Yeah.
out of the
Yeah.
eyes and shit. Yeah.
You would see shit. You'd see people like picking up dead guys on gurneys wearing like full hazmat suits. Like that's the
Right.
shit that's actually scary. Government, come on, step up your game.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's some Resident Evil shit, bro.
If you
I,
really want to scare us, show us some more people bleeding from the eyes.
right, or pictures of aliens, man. Hey, man, show me what's in Area 51. I just kind of want to know. Like, if I had to make a wish, I think it would probably
Be
be
to go to Area 51.
a full tour of Area 51 because
Full tour.
I am willing to bet money that there are aliens in Area 51 or some sort of proof of extraterrestrial contact. Because you got to think about that, right? The government would not release that. You don't want widespread scare, fear, confusion, panic. You never want that for your country. So if a fucking UFO lands in the middle of bumfuck Texas and they pick it up at a base and they go out there and find it and there's dead aliens inside, they shipping that shit straight to Area 51 and they ain't telling a motherfucker. They might even kill the fucking soldiers who saw it.
Exactly.
You never
Exactly.
know.
Dude, some spooky CIA shit. I
Right.
agree.
I believe that the general population is only shown like 5%. Like
Dude,
5%.
that's one thing. I mean, it's crazy how I just thought about it. Everything's crazy. Everything's exactly whatever. But the fact that it's the Central Intelligence Agency,
Yeah.
they know pretty much everything there is to know. I'm
Yeah.
not going to doubt that.
Yeah.
How much of the do they genuinely filter out to the public?
I would feel like 5 to 10%. I really do.
It's-
I think we are on a need to know basis. I think the general public is a need to know basis. Either something gets leaked, somebody comes out like Snowden,
Yeah.
with the whole NSA thing and that they were spying on US citizens. Unless something like that gets leaked, I think the government 100% spends millions, trillions, billions, or I went in the wrong order there, but
Yeah.
on keeping stuff hidden from us. Absolutely. Absolutely. I believe in I believe in a decent amount of those conspiracy theories. Have you ever looked into MK Ultra?
I've heard it's a very popular thing, but I'm not really sure. I feel like am I able to watch some YouTube videos on it to up my
Yeah,
knowledge,
I
or would
think
something like that be taken down?
so. There are a bunch of re-uploads of those contents. You can look them up on YouTube, like MK Ultra compilations. Do you know the basic premise behind it?
I do not at all. I'm very unfamiliar.
So my basic understanding of MK Ultra is that the United States government would take these popular idols, social media figures, celebrities, and even sometimes create these celebrities, by manipulating numbers and account numbers and pushing their content out, on a global scale because they have the entire funds of the United States government. Somehow, I guess we're $4 trillion in debt. I don't know where this money comes from, but they spend that money and basically brainwash these people to push the public or the government's agenda. Right? They're placeholders that they know a large group of the population are going to follow, look up to, right? These heroes of your generation, like fucking, you never know. Matt Damon could totally be. Yeah, go ahead.
Do you think the proper term for that is influencer?
Yeah, I think the modern term could absolutely be influencer. I think you're right on that.
How
They
many times have you
place.
heard people fit in that category?
I mean, a lot. What do you mean?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of influencers, and that's the scare with MK Ultra is you don't know which ones are real people or which people could be placed there by the government to push their agenda. That's
And
the
now I
whole
just had
scare.
the thought, yeah, and now I just had the thought, like how many, how many people out of the category of influencers are failures?
Well, like they failed to undergo the mind control.
No, like they didn't get popular enough for the
I
government to
think,
pay. Like at the conference table, they were like, "This one didn't work. We got to try another one." Something like that.
yeah, I think that's true, and I wonder if they have some sort of system to like wipe their brains, or maybe they just disappear.
Ooh.
Maybe those people just vanish. And that's another thing. Have you ever heard of the damn it, the Mandela effect?
The Mandela effect. No.
You're not familiar with the Mandela effect is and I haven't really looked at the definition or kind of explained it to anybody in a while, so this is going to be rough. It's basically the concept or the idea that you could basically say that we live in parallel universes, and there's like the possibility that at some point you just change universe, and that there are these things that you remember from when you were a kid and you remember them a certain way, but when you look back on them it's completely different from what you remember. Like Bernstein Bears. You ever read the Bernstein Bears books?
I did not.
No. Have you ever heard of the Bernstein Bears?
I've heard of them, yes.
So you know it's Bernstein Bears, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's actually Bernstein Bears.
What?
Right? Let me I'd love to go into this because this is there's a website you can go to, and I'd like to get it up so that people can go check it out. Man, it may even have gotten taken down. Mandela effect examples. Let's see. Man, those motherfucking gummies be hitting, bro. I'm zooted.
I'm pretty there.
Holy shit. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, okay. So you can see this?
Yeah.
Okay, so oh man, I hate the galleries.
Mm-hmm.
So Jiffy. People swear that there was a Jiffy peanut butter back in the day. But we speculate that they're combining so it doesn't exist. There's no such thing as Jiffy peanut butter. It's always been Jif. It's always been Jif. Next.
What the fuck?
I don't know what this one. It makes almost 0 sense, but yes, the cartoon was spelled. Wait, yeah. Okay, that's a
crazy.
weird one. I ain't seen that one. So Looney Tunes and the old school like Warner Brothers image with Bugs Bunny is Tunes. I always thought it was Toons. And that's what they have.
You would assume so with it being cartoons.
See, here you go. They're the Bernstein Bears, but it's actually the Bernstein Bears.
Ooh, yikes.
Weird spookers, dude. Curious George. People remember Curious George had a tail. Curious George never had a tail.
I feel like I remember that one.
Crazy. What is this?
Sex
I have no idea.
in the City. It's Sex and the City.
Is it really? Yeah, okay, I remember that one. That's another one. What is this? I don't know about that one. Febreze having 2 E's instead of 1 E. I don't know I don't think I ever really paid attention to that.
Nah, my thing's the only way is like the difference in how some people pronounce it. Like I say Ferbreeze, but I definitely know it's Febreze.
That's like
The R is after the B, not before it.
that's like library, where people say
Yeah.
library or whatever, or library. Yeah, Oscar Mayer is actually Oscar Mayer.
Mm,
That
I
that
don't like
one's
that one. That one hurts.
right. Isn't that weird? Skechers. There's never been a T in Skechers.
Jesus Christ.
Fruit Loops, dude. What the fuck's up with the Fruit Loops? Kellogg had been spelling it fruit like that for years, and we only noticed it now. Wait, I think. Okay, wait, yeah, that one's kind of weird. I'm remembering it now. I used to love Fruit Loops. Man, it has two O's in it.
I remember the two O's,
That shit's bonkers.
but you always spelt it Fruit Loops. Like if you were texting somebody Fruit Loops, you would text it fruit and then loops, not FROOT. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like you
yeah.
knew it, but you corrected it on
Or
your
maybe
own.
right, or maybe the phone even would correct it for you, and maybe that's why it
Yeah.
became the norm. I think that autocorrect could 100% have something to do with some of this. I think
Ooh.
autocorrect is making us stupider.
Oh.
But here you go. The Monopoly Man doesn't have a monocle. I don't know if yeah. I don't know. But there was
I just remember that from Ace Ventura. He made fun of that guy for having a monocle and he called him the Monopoly Man.
so talking about the Bernstein Bears thing, I remember seeing a post, and I never did any research onto it to confirm whether or not it was real, but it was a photo of an old box set of the Bernstein Bears, and it was spelled Bernstein, not Bernstein.
Hmm.
So that was kind of a mind fuck there. Pikachu's tail doesn't have the black end or black bit on the end. I don't remember that one. Yeah, but the Mandela effect, I think that's a really cool conspiracy theory. I don't know. Probably.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. That's odd.
It's a little weird, right? I mean, it's a whole nother concept about like parallel universes and stuff, that there are a million or an infinite amount of me's, living out the exact same life with just slightly varying circumstances, that bloom into that's going into the butterfly effect, that
I was about to
there's
say, yeah.
yeah, like a million possibilities of the simplest thing, like me stubbing my toe in the morning, could change entirely the way that my day goes in another universe. I don't know, I find that shit really cool because, like you and I discussed before, it would be really, really, really badass. And it is almost sad to say it, but if there was something more, it would be so cool to know that there's just something more.
Oh yeah.
Whether that be going through a wormhole in space and visiting an entirely alien civilization, or even finding concrete physical evidence that a specific religion is truth, undeniable concrete evidence that this religion is real. Because religion, by all sense of it, or the whole concept is faith, or at least a lot of religion. I'm not
Yeah.
super knowledgeable on all these religions, but at least the ones that I do know, it's all about faith, not knowing but still believing.
Mm-hmm.
And if some sort of concrete evidence came out like that, that shit would be crazy. That shit would blow my mind. It would be one of the coolest days of my life. Or we
You
get
would
a
have like no choice.
right, yeah, I mean, to know something that powerful, to be able to understand the answer to that massive question is wild. That's like when I was a kid, I really wanted Harry Potter to be real. I really wanted there to be like a secret group of um wizards, exactly in the way that the film are, that I was like a muggle and I didn't know about all the magic and shit that went on. I think, yeah, I really, really wanted that to be a real thing. So I don't know. Long story short, I'd love for there to be something more. Not saying I'm not satisfied with what I have now. Not saying I don't appreciate what I have now, but it would be really fucking cool if there was something more. some concrete evidence of something more.
I saw, I hate to admit it, but I saw a TikTok that explained it in a way that helped me really understand. Because like we're both kind of sciencey. We kind of touched on that a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, for me, I just like understood it, but I feel like I can't find this TikTok unless I scroll through my iFunny for like 50 minutes. Not saying that I have to.
Okay, I was wondering if you were gonna do that. I mean, you can if you want. I mean, we just hit the 2 hour and 5 minute mark, and I'm getting a little hungry, so I'd like to hit a couple of these topics here and kind of round it off here.
Go for it. Rattle some shit that you want to talk about. Then
Yeah. Okay.
if I'm
So
lucky, we can grand finale it with this little TikTok.
I'd like to talk about a couple things, specifically the SoundCloud. The SoundCloud's up and running and everything's looking good. I'm starting to do a lot of work on the website, so that's going to be up and functional. It's still up and whatnot, and you could sign up for the newsletter if you wanted to, but for right now, we just got the website as a kind of a placeholder. Now we do have an email set up. It's going to be info at anxietypool.com that you guys could use to send us, any private questions, anything you guys really don't want to post publicly in the comments, or something you'd like to discuss with us in private. We're happy to hear those. I check the email daily. Did you send it over? Let's see.
I did. I found it.
Let me watch this. Proof of God. Damn, that's loud, dude. Motherfucking 3 minute long video.
I didn't realize it was 3 minutes.
Okay, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
After, and then we'll definitely discuss it next week.
Ooh.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me where would I post that here? Let's see.
Where would you post what? What are you doing? Huh? What?
I'm putting it on the doc so we don't forget it next week.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know where to post it. Maybe we should put a topics thing, on there at some point.
Well, I could do this. Maybe this will make it easy. I don't know.
Okay. While you do that, I'm gonna hit up a few of these games here. I'd like to.
Go for it.
Yeah. So I've been playing a new game called Ring of Pain. Did I talk about Ring of Pain on the last podcast? I honestly can't remember.
No, you introduced it to me Saturday.
Okay. Yeah. So Ring of Pain is a game that I got free with my Humble Bundle Choice subscription, which I don't know if I talked about it on the last podcast, but is one of the best library building subscriptions you can pay for. You get 12 games for, what is it? Is it $12.99 or $13.99 or something like that a month?
Yeah, mine was 12.
I didn't like that for a year, and then I think it went up to $20 or some shit, whatever it said, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember, but either way, all the money goes to charity. And you get 12 really good, solid games. You'll usually get a couple of AAAs and then a bunch of indie games. But yeah, every month you get 12 new games that you could potentially play with your friends, and I think it's a really good subscription. But I got Ring of Pain from Humble Bundle this month, and I'm having an absolute blast. I'm quite a fan of the roguelike series. Hey, nice. You made a Discord. Let's go.
Yeah.
Get me up in there. I'm in it, dude. Make me the mega admin. Make me
Mega
the
admin?
hyper admin.
If you want to go through that shit show, go for it. I don't.
No,
really
I
care.
think you are much better at the Discord stuff than I am.
That's sad. Okay.
I never really fucked around with it. I mean, you did my streaming Discord for me, and you did a great job. Like
I
the
did all right.
joins and I mean, for like the 30, 45 minutes you spent on it was set up fairly nicely. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't sell yourself short. Thank you. But yeah, Ring of Pain, great game. Very quick, easy runs. It's another roguelike. You kind of rotate cards, build a deck similar, or build a character with upgrades similar to Slay the Spire without the deck building aspect, and you just try and get to the top. And I've really, really been enjoying it. I don't think it's too expensive, and I'd highly recommend people check it out. Yeah. That's
Sick,
it. You
dude.
know, I'll keep it short. I'll keep it short and simple. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Plug
All
for
right.
Humble Bundle. Give us money.
Hit that fucking speed up, bro. Hit that speed. I want to hear about it.
Hit the speed.
Hit that speed, bro. What? Come on, man. Hit that speed. Hold on here. Let me. Hold on. Reverse a little. Hit that speed. There you go. You see it now.
What happened? I'm lost.
You ain't got the talk about rocket speed, man.
Oh shit. Oh
Yeah, number
fuck.
2.
Yeah,
Right
I
after
guess
Ring of Pain.
I guess it's my time to shine. Sorry, man. I got so much stuff on just my tiny 2 monitors. It's a lot going on, man.
It's okay, man. We've also been hitting these carts pretty heavily.
I've been playing Rocket League for God knows how fucking long, and like just casually playing it, I've gotten so much better over time. Like I do get mad. I do, I go through my moods. Sometimes I go like an entire month without playing it, but for me, achieving a certain rank in a game that I really couldn't give a fuck about, like if it just disappeared, I'd be like, oh, whatever. Like it makes me feel so good. I am now in the champion rank of Rocket League, and I am very, very, very slowly climbing. You can't even hear the clap.
Yeah, it didn't show up. I clapped.
The mic didn't pick it up, but
Yeah.
it's I don't know. I feel like I have to equate this feeling to like a deeper topic. But it's the feeling of accomplishment and the feeling of achievement when you don't necessarily try can show you how much you really can if you do try.
Well, it okay, that's a very interesting topic because me personally, I find I've been gaming for shit.
Don't get me wrong. I feel like I know where you're going with this. Some games just don't hit.
Okay, yeah, okay, kind of is what I was kind of. So I've been gaming for, I would say my Steam account's 10 years old. I'd probably guesstimate that I've been gaming for 13, 14 years.
Yeah.
From when I was a kid. Maybe even before that, if you count like Game Boys and, like my little PlayStation 1, I guess, when I really didn't know what I was doing. But I would say I would have been a serious like gamer where I'm like actually learning from my experiences for about 14 years. And I would consider myself to be above average at almost every game I play. Right? I mean that I could consider. But it really is a fantastic feeling when you can play a game with no effort and just be naturally good at it. And that happens sometimes. But what happens to me and what really sucks is when I start to try, I fucking suck. I'm terrible.
Mm.
And it usually happens when I start to get like a little frustrated and I'm like, all right, fuck, let's fucking focus up, and I start like actually trying, and then I start doing really fucking bad. And then I'm like, wait, I was doing good when I wasn't trying, and now I'm actually trying and I suck ass? Like, how is that? And that's a total bummer. That is a total bummer.
I think it's that like that giddy feeling, that like where you think a little bit too much and you don't know what's going to happen next.
I
Like
guess.
there's different levels of focus that you can hit, I think. And that there's that sweet spot in between like doing really good and not trying, where you focus a little too hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You
And
get
you
too
just
into it.
Yeah, you get too into it, so into it that you start predicting in the wrong ways.
Yeah. You get or you get laser focused on the singular aspect that's causing you to fail in that game and start lacking on the other parts that you need to have to be successful, Or another good one for me is Tarkov. If I'm sitting there chatting with somebody and we're playing Tarkov and we're just shooting the shit, I'm totally relaxed. And you know what? I can flick on a motherfucker so hard. I'm ready for it. My reaction time's on point. But as soon as that as soon as he dies and I'm by myself and I like laser focus on the game and what's going on, my heart rate starts going up. I start to panic a little bit. You know, you start hearing them footsteps outside. You got like $1 million of gear on you, dude. And then because of that fear, because of that panic, because I'm getting so into it, you know, I'll start sometimes even shaking. The amount of adrenaline that runs through me, I'll even start shaking. And then I'm missing shots. I'm making mistakes. I'm fucking up, right? So the fact that I'm
Mm-hmm.
like actually getting deeper into the game is causing me to be worse. And it's like
Yeah.
it's such a weird phenomenon in my gaming experience over the years, that me actively trying makes me worse at games. It just doesn't
It
make
makes
any
me
fucking sense.
it makes me want to go along the lines of saying some crazy shit like stage fright isn't real. Like, have you ever thought about
Explain.
that?
No, yeah, explain because I'm not following.
Okay, so your performance issue that you're going on has to do with you feeling good about yourself, right?
I think no. So my performance issue, if we're gonna be 100% honest here, if
Okay.
when I had stage fright, and I don't think I have as much stage fright anymore after one streaming and two now we're doing a fucking podcast.
Yeah.
Um, but I will admit to going up in front of a bunch of people, you know, where those people are physically in front of me is still a little startling. You know, it's never
I'm
not
trying to
gonna.
go along the lines of like you're worried about disappointing yourself.
I can understand that. That is one of the like we talked about last time is it's one of the things that makes me mad about games. One of the reasons that I get
Yeah.
heated when I play some games, especially competitive ones, is that I know I can do better. Why am I sucking now? I'm disappointed in myself. Yeah, I think that's
Exactly.
absolutely. I'm not mad at the game. You know, I'm not mad at the person who killed me. I'm mad at myself because I didn't realize that, or I didn't, you know, turn at the right time, or I didn't aim down the right corridor, or I reloaded too soon. And that's my fuck up, and I'm the reason I was killed. And that upsets me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a thing when it comes to stage fright is that you're not gonna, or you're worried about, you know, fucking up and disappointing yourself. But I think a majority of people is going to be the reactions of the people whom listen to
Yeah.
that performance, I guess you would call it. You know, people don't want to get shot down. You know, that's like a social thing. People don't want, especially in just like basic conversation, you don't want to be telling a story and somebody or the people that you're telling the story just you know lose interest and move on. I mean, that's an awful feeling. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
But that feeling is amplified when you are up on a stage and people are expecting you to entertain them. And I think that's where a lot of the anxiety and the fear and the stage fright starts to build up because, yeah, I think you're doubting yourself and maybe you don't think it's going to be good enough. And B, you're worried about what the people in front of you are going to think.
Yeah.
And you're fearful for their reaction because it might be so hard you can't take it, you know, or maybe you got loved ones in the crowd and you don't want to embarrass yourself. Yeah,
Hmm.
I think there's a lot of aspects that go into stage fright.
Okay, okay. I'll step back from that one. I might have been out of key.
No, I don't think you're. No, I think that was a great chat. I think that was a great chat. Hey, don't give a fuck what people think, right? That's the whole.
I was about to say that could have been a whole nother segue.
That's like the whole nother segue. But seriously, I am literally starving. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll wrap this up.
I'd like to talk about Fallout New Vegas. I am a tried and true Bethesda fanboy. I have a an entire category of games in my Steam library that are just Bethesda games. I am a big fan of Bethesda, and recently Microsoft purchased Xbox or fuck Bethesda. Sorry.
Yep. Microsoft purchased Xbox. Good one, dude.
Yeah, buddy. They recently purchased Bethesda, which means all of the recent Bethesda titles have been put on Game Pass, which is another subscription service that I quite enjoy. I think it's really great for people who are just getting into the PC gaming industry. You can pay $9 a month and you got access to like 250 some odd fucking games that you and your buddies can play. I think it's a fantastic subscription service. But you can now get all of Bethesda's modern titles on, and even some of the older titles like the original Fallout, Fallout 2, Fallout Tactics, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind, what are the Wolfenstein games? And to anybody who hasn't played the Fallout series of games, I would highly recommend them. They were one of the first open world kind of games that I ever played as a kid, and I've been a fan ever since. If you like that dark, depressing, almost post-apocalyptic, like brutal survival aspect with really funny and entertaining moments, definitely check out the Fallout series. Looter shooter to the max, absolutely love it. The newer games introduce aspects like base building, settlement building, weapon modifications, things along those lines. To anybody who hasn't played any of the Fallout games, I'd highly recommend starting with 3. I'd go to 3, then to New Vegas, then to 4. I think that's all.
Be careful about 86. Yeah.
Yeah, so okay, yeah, 86 is a whole nother topic, and I'd absolutely love to talk about it at some point. It is a great Fallout experience that you can have with friends. It's a little buggy, it's a little rough. I'd love to chat about it someday, because they just released a decent update for it, and I was thinking about going back. Maybe I'll play it, and then that week we'll give it a whirl.
Ooh.
You got any other games you want to talk about? Anything that's been tugging your rod lately? Really getting your rocks off?
Getting my rocks off? Not really. I'm still playing Destiny. I tried a couple games for Honor again today. I didn't do too terrible. I kind of got that like beginner's luck, but the veteran's luck, because I played so much. I came back and it felt natural. But other than that, no. I mean, we definitely need to play more Minecraft. We got to do more of that. I got to figure out what else we can do.
Well, man, once that server, so we ended up, I'm going to totally shit on this company. We ended up making a Minecraft server so that we could play, and I ended up using Scala Cube as the hosting service. Man, they can go fuck themselves. I later find out that Scala Cube is entirely a scam, and they purposefully charge you too much for and lie to you about the amount of memory that you have, and then they continuously tell you need more and more and up your price more and more until you have an exorbitant amount of memory and your fucking server doesn't run good. I mean, we got a 3 gigabyte server, and Minecraft or Mojang recommends 2 gigabytes for fluid play on vanilla Minecraft amongst 5 people. And I got a 2 gig server and I'm lagging in a minecart by myself, or a 3 gig server and I'm lagging in a minecart. So it's ridiculous. So we're eventually going to move to Apex hosting once that server runs out. But yeah, once the server's running flawlessly, yeah, I'd definitely be ready, because it's just a pain in the ass when I'm down in the mine trying to mine through a block and there's mobs right behind me and I fucking mine the block, it disappears, then reappears. That's just going to get me killed.
Oof.
Yeah. So I'm just not in the mood for that. Well, I mean, I think that's pretty much it. I guess once I wanted to talk about the Battlefield, the beta, and how DICE addressed most of the beta concerns. But long story short, they took feedback from the community and they actually respond in a positive way, stating that they appreciated, them reaching out and showing the bugs. Like, you remember oh, never mind, that was Taylor. Sorry.
You're fine.
But yeah, they're gonna fix it, and I really hope it is as buttery smooth as I'm hoping it's gonna be, because I did quite enjoy the game. My initial thoughts on the game were pretty rough because I played it by myself, but yeah, playing with you was a shitload of fun. I
Yeah,
think
I didn't have a bad time. I'll admit it wasn't terrible, but
yeah,
there were things that they need to fix to make it smoother.
right. Yeah. I mean, I think that's the heart of Battlefield 2 is like you really need to have a group, you know. It's not a Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, before we cut it off, I just wanted to do like a brief little crypto kind of segment. I would like to upkeep the crypto segment through the podcast. And I'll keep it brief and short. There was a big within the last week here. We had a big explosion for one of the coins called Nucypher. It's Nucypher. And it jumped 400% in a day, like in a matter of I think it was a few hours.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was substantial. I didn't make any fucking money on it because I didn't even think about it. But I ended up, doing a bit of research on why it dropped. And it was because, or why it skyrocketed, and it was because it got dropped on for public trade on South Korea's largest crypto exchange,
Huh.
or the largest North or South Korean. I keep on trying to say North Korean, the largest South Korean crypto exchange. So very exciting stuff. It's really exciting to see cryptocurrency continually adopted amongst multiple countries and governments. A lot of infrastructure being set in place right now in the United States for cryptocurrency. I'm hoping they don't regulate it too hard, but we'll see what happens. Again, it's all gambling.
Mm.
But I mean, that's it. That's all I got for the crypto.
Cool. Yeah. This was a entertaining episode.
Yeah, it was a good one. I think it started really well, just like the last one, and then it went kind of off the rails at the end there.
I kind of like that feel.
Yeah, as we get higher and higher, we start making less and less sense.
Yeah. I think they can vibe with that, whoever they may be.
Hey, what's up, they? How you guys doing?
Who?
They?
Oh, they. Yeah.
Yeah, they, man.
Sorry, man. I'm
They.
baked.
Yeah. All right. Well, then let's finish it off. I guess we should discuss the people who checked us out. Yeah, we really appreciate it. We got quite a few people who checked out the podcast. There's like 8 or so likes, I think, within 15 hours. That's really cool to see. I mean, that's really cool that there's at least somebody out there who's listening and enjoys it. And, to those few people, you're fucking sick. You really are. We appreciate it a lot. We really, really do. We do this for fun, absolutely, and we do this to catch up, but the fact that we have people out there that, we can entertain and provide content for, that means a lot. So we really appreciate anybody, who listens and likes and comments and shares. That means the world to us. We really, really appreciate that.
We do. More than you can understand. It means a lot.
It really does. The simple shit, that simple click of the heart icon. Yeah, that's what fuels me. That's what gets me. That's what gets me rock fucking solid. I'll tell you
God,
what.
you'll be immortal and invincible by the time we hit like 100.
Probably, yeah. I might be so high on dopamine, I might just start levitating.
Oh my god.
Talk about get woke.
Ooh.
That's right. I've ascended.
Woke is a cringy term.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, I have. I entirely agree. Yeah, it has become quite cringe over the years. This fake woke movement.
Ugh.
Yeah. That's definitely something we should address in the next podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We got some decent topics.
We do have some decent topics.
Yeah.
And I fucking posted the first topic in the general chat and not the topic chat I fucking made because I'm stupid.
Oh, we got like hidden topic chats or something?
Nah, it's just it's general and topics.
Okay. All right, guys. Yeah, again, we really appreciate anybody listening. I hope you guys have a fantastic week. And being woke. And I love you guys. I really do. I appreciate all you guys listening. You got anything?
Nah, I mean you pretty much round it off every time.
Yeah.
We love you all.
Do you want me to
I
round
love
it off?
Mason.
Oh, I love you too, buddy.
Yeah, I mean there's not really much. I might just cut my mic out again like last time. I think it's pretty funny.
I did cut it out a little bit, actually. I did cut it at the end. I didn't keep it in the
Oh.
whole.
Oh.
I kept it in a little bit, actually. It did just kind of dead ass end. But yeah, I cut out the part of me like chatting after that, being like, "Oh, you cut it off." Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Mm. Mm.
Okay,
Mm.
yeah,
Mm.
we're gonna keep going forever. All right, thanks, guys.
Bye bye.